And we're live. Good morning. Morning. Wood.
Morning. Get out of the rack.
I got from Rich Archer first thing this morning. Good Lord. It's a long one. Rich, you can't send this much information in one friggin' text message.
Especially on a Monday morning.
It's too early. No, he's and we're actually talking about New Year's.
Yes.
So Steph, for a long time, I've had an idea. It's funny, every time I have an idea, if I even leak it to somebody, they run with it.
Really, let's
so
charge concept ideas.
If everybody remembers, like over a year and a half ago, I said I wanted to do something at a skating ring and bring back all the music we had. Yeah. Like, in other words, if you're 30, remember what music you listened to when you were at the skating ring. If you're 40, you remember what music you listened to at the skating ring. If you're 50, you remember, and that's what I wanted to do. New Year's Eve, everybody is fighting. Everybody is fighting for something to do that night. It's such a hard night to do anything.
And a lot of people really don't want to be out because they're worried about
people are scared to drive, right?
Yeah, that's me. I don't go out.
Well, how do you even write it in percentages?
I don't think you can,
because you have a certain amount of people saying I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah.
You got a certain amount of people saying I'm going into Atlanta. Then you got other people saying there's no way I'm going into Atlanta.
Yeah, because like this year with me and Ashley going with you to the drag show, that's going to be the first time that we've ever been out somewhere New Year's.
And see, I'm always out, but I'm always in the bus, which means I don't have to deal with roadblocks and I don't have to worry about drunks too much because, just nobody messes with you.
Big target.
Except for at the bowling center when I used to work it.
Yeah, I used to have a party at the bowling center. And basically what it was is you were buying a pair of lanes. And it was like $200.
Yeah, it was $200.
So the whole night?
Whole night, food.
See, that would be worth it if you had enough people.
Oh, that's what we did.
What I'm saying is if me and another group, like my group and another group, say, hey, we're going to go get 2 lanes. So there's like, 10 people?
We could put 5 on a lane. So
so 10 people splitting $200. That's nothing.
That's exactly the way we looked at it.
Yeah, that's exactly what a lot of people did.
That's $25 a person.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you go wrong?
We had games and raffles and all that other stuff.
And then the Patsy Cline wannabe got out there to
karaoke.
Or $20 a person, whatever. Yeah. We can make it work.
It was a lot of fun. At the beginning, everybody's just kind of like sitting around waiting for something exciting to happen. But then we started playing the music and we went to, AMF calls it extreme bowling.
Right.
So we had extreme bowling and we kept a countdown going and we played this stupid game across the
Well, that's what we're doing next year. Do they still do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Man, that would be awesome.
Different ownership.
We'll have to look into that. Well, Rich Archer has an event going on. Because the way it's typed is all in a big question for him. So New Year's Eve at Country Rock in Athens. They've got a New Year's Eve show that's going to be the Cochrane Road opening for Daniel Lee. Then we have the skating ring. I'm turning that over to you, and you're not
sorry.
looking.
I know. I wasn't looking. I was typing on the computer. Romp and Roll located on Salem Road. I'm not sure the address. I'm going to have a flyer
behind the karate place, though.
Yes. I'm going to have a flyer here shortly. But they're doing an adult-only themed roller skating party. And you can bring your own beer. Tickets are going to be $25 a piece it's tax deductible. And all proceeds go to the Special Olympics between Newton County and Rockdale County. And it's going to be catered by Waffle House. They're providing a T-bone steak.
Wow. It's kind of cool. The only bad thing is everybody's fighting for a place to go New Year's Eve night. I think I'll let you speak. I wasn't trying to talk over you, but I think it's like it was like Black Friday.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to cut everybody's deal. And the online ordering was trying to cut everybody else's deal.
Yeah.
And I think what it does is it dilutes the market.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. What I was going to say is that when I worked, downtown, I tell you what, I would have thought that we wouldn't have been packed because of the theme of our club. Okay. To the gills, buddy. People waiting outside to get in. There was actually people outside celebrating New Year's at midnight. It was so packed. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird that like Valentine's Day, here again, you got to balance it. Who's going out? Who's staying in?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
How many dollars? Gas is
What-
really
what-
low.
yeah, 'cause
Well, and a bad thing too is, let me tell you how many of these events, let me just call them that way, the events, that way it's not singling out as bars or bowling alleys or whatever. All these people are having to sit back and look at their overhead,
Sure.
because
Yeah.
if you spend a ton of money
Right.
and people don't show up, you're out.
Yeah.
You're out money.
Yep.
And I can't tell you how many bars when I used to work in the bar business. I can't even begin to tell you how much money, like Southside
Mhm.
Steve's, the last year I was at Southside Steve's, their New Year's Eve night rather. There's a lot of money put into that, right? And
Huge.
they're towards the end of the night. When I say end of the night, you're getting to the countdown.
Mhm.
When we
Yeah.
started getting close to the countdown, there was hardly nobody there. And people starting to get nervous. It's going on 11 o'clock, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
But as you're going to 11, what happens is all these people that hit all the little small events
Mhm.
then came to this one
Right.
and wanted to be on the dance floor, the balloon drops. And then afterwards, there was the a breakfast buffet kind of thing set up.
Right.
And that was pretty big because they gave out free food. But it's just such a huge gamble to try to do all that. And there's us. We're trying to do the drag show in Porterdale that night. And
yeah.
people keep asking me, well, do you think it's going to go good?
I know the first one that was there, it was pretty good, but once again, this is New Year's Eve.
Yeah. I mean, we let's see, at the bowling center, I remember we used to cut it off at 2 a.m.
Yep.
Okay, because we had to turn the place, because generally back then the Church in the Now would have the
Yes.
teen thing.
Right.
It was a lock-in from like 2 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Right.
So, and then here again,
And then we had to clean up
we had to
everything
clean
and-
up again,
Right.
because we started bowling. The thing about bowling was, I can't tell you how many years we went bowling right after Thanksgiving dinner. It was just a tradition in our family. Connie was a semi-pro bowler, for God's sakes, but so it was. It's kind of weird. I think people are changing their traditions with New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
it's changing a lot.
growing up, I remember, we would do Thanksgiving dinner and we would load the van because my grandfather had a big 15-passenger van. We'd load it up and we'd go watch the Christmas tree, the Macy's Christmas tree, every single Thanksgiving.
Well,
that was our
Hey,
family tradition.
if it makes you feel better, I'll get one of the I don't know what to call them. One of the artists, one of the artists at the drag show to put on a Christmas tree dress, if that makes you feel any better. And
I
we'll
don't know. Do I
like
get
that.
to turn
Shut
around?
up! Shut up! Will, if you interrupt another one of my punchlines, I'm kidney
I'm
punching you.
sorry.
We will have one dress up in a Christmas dress, and we will light the biatch up for you.
No, I want to turn her on.
Man,
That went bad.
I already suspected that you were like gonna be turned on, but
That's
I never pictured you asking for the keys to go to the bus.
Let me tell you something. That skit went sideways right there.
I
man.
will do you the honors.
You're
of
gonna
let-
do me?
No, I damn sure not gonna ever do that. I will do you the honors of putting you and 3 drag queens on that bus, and we'll just like accidentally walk inside for a few minutes.
Wow. Can I go home?
With one of them.
No, that's not right
With
now.
all of them?
You wanna go home with all of
I'm thinking it's 7:45, and this conversation's already gone bad.
I never thought Steph was like that, but hey, if you want to play lumberjack and climb a tall tree, I will get you the tallest one in the building.
Hey,
God.
we're gonna go cut down a Christmas tree. Steph's like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna mount that one.
I like that one and that one and that one and that one. Size really does matter.
Steph's like, I want to hang some blue balls on that.
Some shiny ones.
Woo,
Oh
that's
my
a big
God. Oh my God, my eyes this morning.
Hey, we got to do something with the lighting too. I've noticed that I'm kind of pale on my right side here.
Okay, I'm gonna explain why you're pale on your right side.
Okay, explain why I'm pale on my right.
Are
side.
you looking at yourself here? Let me enlarge this for a second.
Hey, why always with the fat joke?
Okay, I want you to see this.
Okay.
Okay. You see how pale you look?
Look at the snow.
Now, wait.
It's
Without moving your hands, look at your hands. You see how white your hands are?
It's your screen.
well, I can't see them unless I lift them. Oh, I see that one's
Okay.
that
Now,
one's-
now move your hands. Put your hands down.
okay.
All right. You see how bright your face looks? Now turn your pad and aim it that way. Aim it towards the back of the building. Wow, marvelously. You got a tan. Now turn your pad back so you can see it.
Did you just say marvelously?
Yeah, he did.
Just turn the pad back. Wow, you're pasty white again.
You son of a buck. You are right, sir.
I've told Steph a dozen times when she sat there, you have
Damn
to
it,
turn
man.
your screen light down.
Damn it, man. The whole time I've been looking
How
pale.
simple is that?
And now it feels you're stupid. I hate when you got to
You should call into Tech Talk and let Alex explain it to you.
Look. Snow is gathering on my hat.
Isn't that funny?
That is so cool. Wow.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
look, we're going to shoot off to a commercial. After hearing about Stephanie trying to mount a Christmas tree
For sexual purposes.
for sexual reasons only,
Now I'm scared.
I don't know if it's only, but I mean, there's reasons behind it, you know.
It's kind of ruining Christmas for me.
If this song was more Ride a Christmas Tree, it would be funnier, but I want everybody to try to comically put their own words to this as they think about Stephanie trying to mount some hardwood, a cypress. We'll be right back.
Damn it. I can't get my fingers to work this morning.
I hate when that happens.
The free app.
Yeah, when Steph used to sit there, I don't mean it to sound rude, but look at me. The light would shine here
Yeah.
because her pad would be
Yeah.
should be right here, so it'd be here.
That's really funny. I never thought about
You never thought about it. That's why I put it on the large screen
Look
so
at
you
that,
can see it.
I turn it.
Now turn it back and watch.
Hey, that's never thought about it.
So just turn your light down. But look at it glowing on your knuckles. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Looks like a crystal ball,
Do
doesn't
some
it?
ninja stuff. Walk up. That's
But Steph wearing that white lettering on her shirt, if she kicked her light up, she'd really glow. That's also why I tell everybody to wear dark stuff, because the camera hits the lightest, brightest object.
See?
And the only way I can compensate for that would be put brighter light bulbs in, and then we'd all really be screaming.
I just lightened it up and I'm on a white screen because I'm tweeting.
I liked it better when we had the
Tweet, tweet,
dimmer on it,
Tweet, tweet.
so I could dim it down, but it kept putting a buzz out. So
Uh-oh.
how about this? My sister-in-law wants to give me, look, she's got a Pepsi cooler that's this tall, all glass door. And I'm like, she says, why don't you put that in the studio, put your drinks in it for your people? I said, man, that would be terrific. I said,
Yeah.
what?
I said, yeah.
But what would the problem be?
The noise.
Yeah. It would be
Probably
over
gonna-
every
probably gonna
microphone.
have fluorescent lighting in it too, I would think.
Mhm. People don't think. I mean, I'm not trying to sound crappy about it, but when you have that issue, you know, it is an
Yeah.
issue.
Well, I mean, if there's room somewhere else.
Well, we got the refrigerator back there, so it's like, do I get rid of the fridge
I wouldn't because you
I
still got the freezer.
because I still got the freezer?
Yeah, not to mention.
What the heck?
That was
is
me. Sorry.
So even though it would look cool, it would be great if we had a building. That'd be great. Put it in the kitchen or whatever. But
Yeah.
did you ever call about that, Hal? Just call and see what she says the price is.
Oh, it's gonna be steep, but I will.
Just
What
just
house?
out of curiosity. It's just sitting there. It's been sitting there for over a year and a half, just sitting.
Which house?
It's behind the skating ring, sort of kind.
What did it used to be?
It was. She said she thought it was like a lawyer's office at one time.
Really?
And then it was Sugar Bakers, and then they put a nursery in there, and then those people moved out. But it's just sitting there. So what I was figuring is I don't know what you're paying on rent, but the way I was looking at it is that would put you in it. That would be our 24-hour security right there.
Mm-hmm.
We just figure out what it's going to cost a month and go from there. Even though I don't want to spend the money, but a little bit of rent from you and a little bit of money from me would surely help.
I'll have to
I mean, think about it. You would be centrally located, and the place,
I don't.
the
have
place
any
would.
problem.
It's got a totally fenced-in backyard.
Yeah.
You can let your dog out anytime you want. It's huge. They said it's got an upstairs apartment in it, and then the lower section's huge. So I would build a living room period. You could still have your TV upstairs or whatever, but a living room with all this leftover furniture I got, so that when we're not running live and we all just want to go sit and bullshit, we go sit in the living room and watch TV. Or worse, if we're doing a show, then these kids can go sit in there and watch TV. I mean, it's big enough. It's just curiosity. It's just curiosity.
You know my drone.
What, do y'all know the people that own it or something?
But it's
Is it for sale or rent?
No,
Yeah.
It's not.
Think you could buy it.
It's
No.
next. It's next to the courthouse.
It's on the
And
right side.
Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Let me dumb it down.
and
for
Conyers.
you. Are you drinking coffee yet? Because you're messing me up.
No, hold on.
Stop. Do you no? You
I thought you were
shut
talking
up.
about the
Shut
skating
up.
rink on Salem
Shut
Road.
up. Oh, you're ignorant. That's why I keep saying shut up, and I'll tell you.
But now I get it.
Shut up.
Conyers, Old Town.
God.
Okay.
Do you know where the batting cages used to be in Conyers and Old Town?
I didn't know there was.
Stop. Just say no.
I did.
Golly, where's my zapper? I'm gonna start playing with it again. How about that?
My God.
Okay.
Great.
So you know where the ice skating ring is?
Great. Did you hear
Yeah.
that, Bella?
You know where I park down in that lower level where they park all the rigs when they're filming for the originals and all that?
Yeah.
So you do know. Ice skating ring, Pampered Puppy, and then there's that big hill that goes down in that lower parking lot. Could you please look at me?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're standing at the entrance of that, there's a building here that we turn to go down.
Mhm.
There's a yellow building way back there on the left that you don't even notice.
Cool.
I've been walking past it for God knows
And
4
that's-
years and never noticed it
And
sitting
that's
there.
the one you're talking about.
Yes.
Cool.
I have to pick on you because I'm like, stop assuming for a second. Your brain was in assume mode and you wouldn't even stop long enough to think.
Well, I was.
So
I
listen.
was trying to figure out.
Shh. That's what it looks like standing there. That's why I've walked past it. Do you see it?
Yeah.
That's why you don't notice it, because we've been walking past it for years.
That's a nice little place.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
And look, that's looking to the right. If you're on the front porch looking to the right, that's the courthouse. That's what I'm getting at is that you've been walking past it.
nice.
All of us have been walking past it for
Ever.
I can't tell you how many times I walked in a Pampered Puppy and never noticed it sitting there. But the problem is you don't notice it. So it's not like great exposure,
Right.
but it would be walking for everybody too. And we're back live, ready to kill Redneck Steph. I understand now.
Already this morning, and
Yeah,
it's not
man.
even 8:00.
Okay, let's bring this up. And Steph just happens to be the example. So somebody goes to ask you a question. They are like a skipping CD. In their mind, they're still talking in their mind. Their mouth might not be moving. And she's like, behind the skating ring? I'm like, shut up, Steph. Stop talking. Well, I'm trying to ask you where it is. I said, stop talking, and I'm trying to explain where it is. And she's still talking. And then finally she goes, oh, I thought you were talking about the roller skating ring. No, Stephanie, that's why I told you to shut up and listen to me so I can tell you. How can somebody say, explain something to me, and they won't shut up long enough to hear what you're saying?
I hear you. You know, the Russians are selling seats for the space shuttle or whatever. I'm going to start selling seats here. Every morning for
Ringling
25
Brothers is good money selling seats. We should try that.
Every day there will be one seat available for $25 donation to our to a cause to watch Redneck Steph and DJ Scotty.
It is beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
And somebody said something one day about me and her, and I said, let me explain something about me and her. If you don't expect a whole lot, everything works fine. The second you say, you're going to make that phone call? Yeah, I promise. Don't expect it, because if you expect it, you're going to be mad. So the best way to not be mad at Stephanie is don't expect her. Just expect her to be Redneck Steph. Don't expect anything else. Just expect that.
So, did either one of y'all happen to watch the Miss Universe pageant last night?
Jesus Christ. I was flipping this morning between Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then all of a sudden I hear Steve Harvey go, oh, I gotta apologize. And I thought, what the hell just took place? How did this happen?
Oh my gosh.
First, start off with explaining what's going on, because there's some listeners probably going, squirrel?
Yeah. Well, Steve Harvey was the host of the Miss Universe pageant last night, and he announced the winners. He announced third place was Miss USA. He said second place was Miss Philippines, and that the winner was Miss Colombia.
And they crowned her, dude.
Yes,
like, I saw her turning around. They'd already put the sash on her that says, you know,
singing,
blah, blah, blah.
singing to her. So as she's making her walk and, you know, doing the pageant wave and everything, Steve comes back on stage and he says, you know, he says, wait a minute, I need to apologize. I made a mistake.
Yeah, but is it his mistake?
Yeah, he read it wrong.
So
because he turned the card around and showed where it said that Miss Colombia was second place and Miss Philippines was the winner. But he just he read it wrong. But he took responsibility for it. You know.
See, that's where I was shocked. Man. All right, here's the clip. Wait, there's a commercial playing, and then we'll play it.
It was wild. I was watching it live.
Yeah, isn't it funny how now on YouTube there's some you can't click past the videos now?
Yeah, man. Well, this isn't YouTube. This is ABC's news.
These kind of.
You know what I was watching was Disney Live the other day on the app that's on the Apple TV, and there's commercials on it now.
Really?
Which I can't say nothing. I mean, hell, that's sponsors. Watch this, y'all.
Colombia being crowned the winner Sunday night. Only problem was she didn't actually win. Turns out host Steve Harvey just announced the wrong name. ABC's TJ Holmes is here to explain
How
it all.
sad is that
Good
for that
morning,
woman?
TJ.
No, Larry, it's better to have been crowned and lost than to never have been crowned at all. Do not tell that to Miss Colombia this morning after the shortest reign in pageant history. She was still in the middle of her victory lap when she gets a tap on the shoulder saying, that crown, we're going to need that back.
Miss Universe 2015 is Colombia.
Man, that
Miss
sucks.
Colombia reigned supreme as Miss Universe
they never
for approximately 2.5 glorious minutes.
They announced the second.
And then this happened.
Okay, folks, I have to apologize. The first runner-up is Colombia.
God, that's gotta suck.
Universe 2015 is Philippines.
Host Steve Harvey correcting himself, announcing the winner is really Miss Philippines.
Miss Philippines.
God, that sucks.
Miss Universe.
That poor girl.
Awkward moments in pageant history.
I thought it was a joke at first.
Boos fill the hall as Steve tries to explain.
Listen, folks, let me just take control of this. This is exactly what's on the card. I will take responsibility for this. It was my mistake. It was on the card. Horrible mistake, but the right thing, I can show it to you right here. The first runner-up is Colombia. It is my mistake. Still a great night.
And with that, Steve was off, leaving the ladies to sort it all out. Miss Colombia's crown gently removed her on the rightful winner. Afterwards, the 21-year-old Colombian TV presenter and Sofia Vergara lookalike, graceful in defeat.
Everything happens for a reason, so I'm happy. I'm happy for all what I did for becoming this dream.
God.
I'm so happy.
Her fellow contestants in her corner.
We love you, Colombia!
Miss Philippines struggles to find the words to describe her awkward crowning moment.
I would take it off and hand it to her.
Untraditional crowning moment, isn't it? Yeah, it's very 2015.
And guys, this was not a scoring era.
I would just say we're both winners. That sucks.
In that moment. And we know now this is a moment made for what? Twitter. People lost their minds last night. Some of these were funny, but I'll just only give you one now. Someone put Steve's face on Justin Bieber, is it too late now to say sorry? And again, I know it's just, we think it's just a beauty pageant, but that poor Miss Columbia,
Yes,
they worked their lives for these moments,
Yep.
and she thought she had.
handled it so beautifully.
And if she wasn't going to win, probably the best way to lose.
Oh,
The whole world knows her now.
we will hear a lot from her soon, I'm sure.
All right, TJ,
You got
thanks
it,
very
guys.
much.
Yeah, that's sad.
I have really no words to say.
I know.
It
Well,
is okay.
I bet he won't host any
This-
more pageants.
this is gonna-
don't host crap.
This is going to be sad to say it because you have to look at it in two different directions. In one direction, you think whoever just really got the crown in the sportsmanship kind of thing would have said, you keep it. But the problem is these girls work their life off
Oh yeah.
to get that title. And when that girl got the second girl got the crown, the actual winner got the crown, there ain't no way she's taking it off, unfortunately.
No. Hey, get this.
But
how
I
do we
would have definitely stood up and said we're both winners and
Yeah.
made the best out of a bad situation.
I tell you what, I don't think it's fair anyways because it's the Miss Universe pageant and there's no aliens, there's no women from
Hello,
Jupiter.
that girl's not from the United States. She's an alien.
Well, not from her country. I mean, maybe do they have to get like pageant visas to come?
I
to the
don't
United States? But here's the thing.
Can y'all have our green card? Y'all got a green
I
card?
figured, and in fact, Dieter and I were talking during this thing, and we figured that France would get it, because of the sympathy vote from what happened in Paris.
Yes, you
Yeah.
would think.
How come nobody's from, a different galaxy? How come there's no representative from the Aurora Borealis? Or how come there's nobody from the Milky Way, outside the Milky Way? I mean, come on, we know that there are planets out there. I just don't think it's fair. And from this point forward, I think I'm going to protest and I am going to ban watching the World Series. Does anybody see a team from Peru in the World Series for baseball? No. You see what I'm saying? The World
Yeah.
Series is just between, teams in the
American
United States.
states.
So how come it
Yeah.
isn't the
How can you
USA?
say, how can you say it's Miss Universe when there's not a green 18-toed girl up there?
Yeah, that would only be fair.
Why wouldn't it just be called Miss World?
Yeah, or
Miss Mother
Yeah.
Earth.
Yeah.
And then the problem is when you say Miss Mother Earth, the winner would be like a 250-pound lady that doesn't shave her legs or arms. She comes out there and like the
Steph-
henna
Steph-
henna tattoos on her hand,
No.
some dreads.
There's no tattoos on my hands.
Mary J.
yet.
Wanna dress. What is it? A hemp dress?
Yeah, hemp dress.
Hey, since you brought up
And
tattoos,
at the end of it, they smoke her dress. I mean,
or they just light it on fire.
because
yeah.
first the song would be like, "Welcome, Miss Mother Earth." Yeah, Miss Mother Earth in the house.
And then at the end, it'd be the moon is in the
That's
sky,
right.
and Jupiter lines with
Then we'll start
Mars.
hearing some Pink Floyd in the back. Money ain't worth the damn.
We need Alex. How can you eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
He does beat his mate.
No!
Oh, you said eat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's after 8:00.
Yeah, 5
I'm
minutes.
4 minutes behind. I'm sorry.
So,
Like everything else in my life.
Oh my God.
4 minutes. That's twice. They are saying 100 million people in this country are going to be on the road for the holidays this week.
Oh my God.
100 million.
You know what
the
sucks
gas-
is
the
we're
gas
talking
prices.
about trying to get my my brother. This is crazy because the gas prices. This is the comment. So I said he's driving. My brother-in-law. He's driving from Kansas to here. It's 18 hours. I'm like, why is he not hopping a plane? Do you know he can drive here? And this is yesterday's prices. That ain't the prices that are going down. Of course, the gas is cheaper before he gets to Georgia, by the way. I want everybody to know that. He can get here on $120. He can get here on $100 worth of gas.
Wow.
Cost $120 to go home because it's one tank of gas from there to here, but then he has to fill up again when he leaves here. So it costs $20 more a tank here. But
Yeah.
Tank?
tank. Listen here, you drag queen pervs thinking about taint. That just tells you she wants to mount some hardwood,
That's right.
That's
a tree, a cypress.
If you've got extra trees.
So
left over,
anyhow,
I would hide 'em.
the point was for $220 he can drive here, and that's not counting the gas prices going down. So we said, well, why don't you just fly? Do you know one way here, the cheapest on the crappiest airline we can put them on, besides that one Malaysian one that sank? is $260 friggin' dollars.
Are you
Are you
serious?
One
serious?
way.
What? Even that Expedia, y'all couldn't find
Didn't
one
I
on
just
Expedia?
say? Didn't I just?
Well, I didn't know if that's where you went.
Listen, you dumb redneck. How often do I keep saying
Let me
stop
throw this
thinking?
at
You
you.
start thinking and your mouth just keeps moving and you don't stop to listen. The only ticket we could find, Stephanie.
Scott the EE.
Golly, I cannot believe I'm trying to say it and she's going, but
Thank God
Stephanie,
you,
the
thank God you don't know
only
my whole name.
friggin' ticket we can find.
Man, she came in loaded for bear today, but
Jesus Christ, what did you smoke on the way here?
she is giving you hell, man.
I didn't smoke anything.
I'm just going to have to put a closer mute button to you. Golly. So anyhow, how sad is it that you have to, at this point, decide, is your 18 hours of hell worth the money? Because if it's $260 just to come here and $260 just to go home, versus the whole trip is $220, and with today's gas prices going down, who knows? It may even be cheaper.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You know, and you've
And
also got the wear and tear on the car.
Yeah,
the,
what
or
was,
the
what was the
vehicle.
total hours round trip?
18.
Yes.
And he has to end up sleeping, and he gets off work and has to sleep some of the trip. You know, like he has to stop at a truck stop. So what I was getting at with him, I'm like, listen, please don't take this wrong, but I was like, be a man about it. When you get on the plane, get on the MARTA, go to the 5 Point station, jump on another MARTA, and I'll pick you up at Memorial Drive or Indian Creek MARTA station. Because I hate to say this to all these wussies out here, but I have never met so many wussies in the Covington Conyers area that want you to drive them from the airport. They want you to pick them up. They want you to take them from here to the airport. And then they want you to go sit in cell phone parking and wait an hour and a half for the plane to land and then another hour for them to come out. Why don't you just hop your ass on the MARTA train, call me when you're getting on the MARTA train, and by the time you get to those stations, either the Memorial Drive or the Indian, because it's Kingston or Indian Trail, or not Indian Trail, but Indian Creek.
Indian Creek.
By the time you get on the first train and text me, I can be there waiting on you. Because there's nothing I hate worse, and if any of you ever want me to pick you up from the airport, I want you to know in advance, there's nothing I hate worse than sitting in cell phone parking waiting. I did it with my bus to pick up the band, Great White, and it was cool because me and Waterhead was in the bus.
Yeah.
We're watching TV, we're hanging out.
Chilling.
But I had to go pick up somebody and sit in my van for an hour and a half in that cell phone parking. Oh my God, I was so aggravated.
I generally tell
over
people that I'll call when I land, when I get in. They're just, I like that. I'd rather be outside waiting for somebody to pull up than somebody having to do the circle or the sub.
Well, I just think it's an honorable thing. If I was asking Mike to come out his way to come pick me up, that means you're going to have to sit through I-20's bull crap. You're going to sit through 285's bull crap. You're going to have to do that stupid ass loop around the airport that sucks. Then you got to fight with the idiots to find a place to park. And I'm asking you to do me the solid, do me the favor to pick me up, but I'm going to put you through that hell? No. I'm going to say, Mike, my happy ass is man enough. I'm going to get on that MARTA, and I'll meet you at Indian Creek.
It's actually very easy,
It's
too.
so damn easy.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to get on the MARTA back in my high school days. We would get on the MARTA and go to Lenox and hang out all day. We would even go to the airport and hang out just to walk around and goof off at the airport. At 3 o'clock in the morning, we'd be goofing off at the airport.
We'd go to 5 Points. Yeah. We'd skip and go to 5 Points or
man.
underground.
We used the MARTA to do everything because it was easier.
I remember going downtown to Hard Rock, too,
Mm-hmm.
and just getting well,
dude, you could get the transfer. You could get off at one station. We could walk down Peachtree Street. We could get off at the stadium.
Right.
Well, was the Omni. We could get off there. We could do all that walking up down Peachtree Street. We'd end up down at the other end of Peachtree, jump back on at the Peachtree station, and go back to Avondale.
I tell you what, those were the days. That's when that's when mass transit kind of cared about actually
the people
moving you.
Yeah.
I don't know that it was so much trying to make a profit and all, but I tell you what, back then, any problems were handled abruptly.
Oh yeah,
they had
the MARTA cops that would walk the train.
Yeah, exactly. Did they still do that? Because last time I rode,
I don't know.
They didn't.
Well, my brother-in-law, me and him hadn't had a really big discussion about the MARTA, but I was just kind of like, dude, I'll meet you there. All you got to do, I will be more than happy to shoot 30 minutes up the road to grab you at a station at any convenience for you. All you got to do is text me and tell me, hey, my plane's just landed. And then that way, that gives me like an hour to stop what I'm doing and meet you.
Yeah.
Versus I should be like, for instance, when Great White was landing, they should be landing at 3:30. Dude, it was 5 friggin' o'clock before they text to say we're walking out.
Yeah.
And then we pulled out in the bus to get them. It just seems to me that if you're doing the solid for somebody, they should be doing you a favor by making it easier on you.
Well, Travis and I got aggravated one time because a friend had asked if we could come to the airport and pick him up. So we went to the airport. You know, we're looping around the airport because waiting on him. 2 hours go by and it's like, you know, where is he at? He had got on the MARTA, even though we were out there to pick him up. He got on the MARTA and went home and didn't even bother to call us.
Smart. I mean,
yeah, but he could have told us.
You know, and what really sucks though is I had a friend one time who said, "Hey man, do you do me a favor and take me to the airport and drop me off, and then, you know, a couple of days come back and get me?" And I said, "I'll be more than happy to take you to the train station and just let you." Well, I don't want to do it like that. And I went, I'm just telling you that the time frame you're wanting me to get done with my morning show, and you want me to run into to Covington to pick you up, and then you want me to haul you to the train, to haul you to the airport. I'm like, I really don't have the time in the day to do that. I mean, and he made it clear that nobody else would do it. And I'm like,
there's a reason.
It just seems to me that if nobody else is willing to do it, and I said, this is what I'm offering and what I can do for you, and then you want to get mad at me and say, well, I don't want to do it that way. Well, then take a freaking Uber Goober or a taxi. Don't yell at me because I'm not giving you what you want.
Not an Uber Goober.
Yeah, and what was bad about
who can't put their nuts from their wife's purse into their sack and make a solid decision as a man? And if I offended you, then you need to go, honey, can I borrow my balls to make a decision?
Well, what was bad about
freezer.
When we were out there, the transmission went out in my van as we were looping around, and the MARTA police, I mean, I understand because it was after 9/11. They're like, well, you got to move it. You got to move it. So finally we got some people to help us push it.
Right.
And we went down and we ended up having to get towed back home. And there was no reason why we should have been at the airport anyway.
It just seems to me, I mean, it sucks. Like, I can't tell you, I've dropped some friends off at the airport. Don't get me wrong. And I tried to be nice about it, but there's nothing worse than being stuck in traffic, coming home from the airport and get stuck in that crap from Flat Shoals to the I-20 East entrance exit. Because you'll be sitting there for an hour. And I'm thinking, yeah, I should have dropped him off at the train. Yeah, from now on, that's where I'm dropping your ass off. If you want to ride for me, it includes the MARTA. I will be so nice that I will give you the friggin' fare to get on the MARTA.
Yeah. But shoot, anytime there's a concert or like the World of Wheels or anything like that.
Yeah, World of Wheels hasn't happened in like
I know.
7 years.
I know.
It died. You do know that, right?
Yes, but we always would take MARTA down there.
MARTA might not be smarter, but sometimes it is.
I tell you what, they used to have a great thing for the baseball games because you would get off the train and you'd go up to the top and they'd have bus shuttles.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you could shuttle.
Wait a minute. Half the brilliancy about going to the game is getting off the Georgia State station and walking.
Yeah.
Walking with everybody, and you go over the bridge and everybody's got the Braves gear on. Everybody's going, woo!
Remember the guy with the bucket underneath the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Half of the excitement to me was the train.
Yep. I think they've really gotten away from that, and they just look at the financial aspect.
All the concerts, like, it sucked.
Oh, man.
Going to anything down there like concerts sucked, having to go find the parking. I could go to the Indian Creek station or the Kingston station. And used to it was the Avondale station. Like, Hank Williams, let me tell you, in 86, we went to the Hank Williams Jr. concert. And let me tell you something right now. We had the Avondale MARTA station lit. There was jacked up 4-wheel drive trucks everywhere. We were partying in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then we're going over the bridge. It goes over that little road, that North Dakota road, and then we all end up downstairs. When we're all down there waiting on that train, and there's like 300 friggin' rednecks. I've never seen that many rednecks in one place until I saw Dog the Bounty Hunter come into Stonecrest Mall.
There you go. You got to have your priorities, bro.
And let me tell you, that was the safest MARTA trip I ever had in my life.
You know what?
You didn't have to worry about no gangbangers farting wrong that night.
How many car break-ins have you heard of in the MARTA parking lot right there at Indian Creek?
I don't hear of a whole lot.
I've never heard of one.
And you know that they have like a command post. It sits up in the air, and they're watching that parking lot.
And they have the building.
I think when they first got started, there was something that had happened, like a woman was assaulted or something.
Or a shooting.
That's not happened since.
So
that place looks like a friggin'. When I use the word prison, the only reason I say the word prison is if you think about the tower, the guy looks into the yard or outside the gate. Yeah. They've got a tower that probably sits 30 feet off the ground. Right. It's almost like air traffic control.
That's what
where they're watching everything.
That's what it was. But the point I'm trying to make is I've heard of 3 break-ins over at the monastery in the parking lot.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because you know that new parking for the monastery is so far away from the monastery, and it's right by the road.
Here, I got to say this just to pick on Alex, because it's just going to be picking on Alex.
Cool.
Stadiums don't allow guns, so you're stuck on the MARTA without a gun.
Oh, here we go.
Stadiums should have a lockbox so that I can carry my gun into games.
Oh my God.
I can tell you, when we went to that Bocephus concert, there was about 4 of us that had guns.
I
mean, I think you just have to be a little more clever about it.
Yeah, baseball.
I'm gonna tell you this. My uncle has this belt buckle that when you look at it, you don't know that the gun that's on the belt buckle
is
real.
That is cool.
It's a small Derringer. It even has the cylinder, and it shoots 4.22 long jackets.
Cool.
And it's a little bitty gun. I mean, I'm talking like that. And it recessed into the belt buckle. And when they wave the wand over it, it just looks like a belt buckle. You have no idea. Cool. You have no idea that it's a gun.
I think there's going to be a lot more of that kind of stuff coming out now, too.
Well, me and Alex was looking at a knife Alex wants. And let me just brag about Alex while he's typing, probably to bless me out for picking on him. I'm very, very proud of Alex. Alex showed up to that event on Saturday.
He sure did.
Alex had on that camouflage hat that he just bought with the American flag on the front of it, and was walking into the Army Navy Surplus store fully 100% representing Just for Fun. He was talking to people, introducing himself. We got to get him some business cards. Yeah, man, he was on point. He was on point. Now let me read what he said in case he pisses me off.
Yeah, Alex is a good guy.
Yeah, he says Phillips makes you walk through a metal detector for Hawks games. I can assume so. It's a Hawks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You ain't stereotyping nothing.
I'm not stereotyping or nothing.
I'm sure they do for the Falcons too.
I'm sure they do for the Falcons too. Golly. All them dumb rednecks coming down there with guns.
I don't do those big events anymore.
No, I know when we went to Kid Rock, man, they were wanting people, you know. But thank God, when I used to go to the Gwinnett Arena, I went into a private entrance because we had box seats back then. But look, I went into box seats one day, and I used to wear this big stainless steel necklace, and I started in, and it was hanging out of my shirt. And the guy that's wanting you, even wanting you to come into the private side, he looked at me and says, you can't go in with that. And I said, you're going to really make me walk back to my car to put my necklace up? He says, well, we're not allowed to have you come in when you have chains on your wallet. And I said, does this look like a chain on my wallet?
It's a necklace.
It's a necklace. He says, and I mean, it was a $200 stainless steel necklace. So it wasn't like it was a $25 dog leash or a choke chain for PetSmart. And he was like, just tuck it in your shirt. I said, yeah, because I find it funny that we're going up to a box seat that one of my friends own, and you think we're going to be downstairs fighting with people or something?
Wow.
And he was like, I'm just doing my job, man. He says, but this is ridiculous. I get your point. I was upstairs and went out on the little balcony area that they had where you could smoke and drink, and I'm standing there with these people. I'm standing there with these people. Every person sitting out there drinking and smoking, they're drinking like their Crown and Cokes and stuff like that. I'm the only person out there that doesn't make over $150,000 a year. and what do you think? We're all out there brawling. These were owners of construction businesses, not the construction workers themselves.
Yeah.
The only box seats I've ever been in was at the drag show. Or the drag
I
strip, rather.
carried at the Gwinnett Arena games, the Gladiator games. However, they started wanding this month. But I used the VIP entrance and got away with it so far. Let me give you another word of advice for anybody that's going down to the
Peach
it's
Drop?
called
Oh, sorry. Well, we were talking about New Year's Eve earlier, so
and again,
anyways,
and
go
again,
ahead.
and again, Stephanie's mind is running, and even if you're trying to talk, she can't shut up to listen because her mind's already running. Half the time, she's either that's the problem is she comes in here and you don't know what day she's on. Is she on the day that her mind's running and she can't wait to talk, or the other days when you're talking and she's like, what? So anyway,
I know she hurt herself.
the Georgia Aquarium,
Yes.
they warn you now. And when I went in,
Really?
when I went into the Georgia Aquarium, me and my wife were leaving that day, and I said, man, I cannot go into ATL without a gun. But I can't leave a gun in the van in the parking deck in case my car gets broke into.
Right.
Yeah.
So I took this.
Really?
Now, it looks like a flashlight.
Yeah.
So as I got ready to go in, I had my windbreaker on. I had this in my left pocket
Uh-huh.
and my keys in my right pocket. So as they said, we need you to empty out your pockets and run a wand. So I take my left hand and put it in and grab this, hold my hand up. I take my keys and hold them in my right hand. The lady's looking at my left hand. She's looking at my right hand. She runs the wand across my pants pockets. And about the size of that thumb drive, I had this little Gerber pair of scissors. It folds up like the multi-tool. She goes in front of everybody. We're talking 100 people walking in the door, security everywhere. She goes, wait a minute, that is a weapon. You can't take that in.
That's crazy.
So I hand it to her. She goes, hey, this is kind of cool. Puts an envelope, puts my name on it. She goes, that's really cool. Where'd you buy it? She gets in this great detail about where I got it. I'll go with the rest of the story in a second. But she tells me, put my hands back in my pocket, put my stuff back in my pocket. So I was able to take what did we classify this as? What is it, $1 million or $2 million?
I thought it was 10 million, wasn't it?
I don't know. We found out the other day. Anyways,
Anyway.
I put my little stun gun back in my pocket and walked right in. Now, here's the moral of my story on the other part of it. So we get ready to leave. I go outside. I said, yes, I'm picking up an envelope for Scott Spence. What envelope?
Oh, no.
And I looked at the lady. I went, those scissors that you made a big deal out of? I don't have any of that. I said, I know good and well you made a big deal out of them because you liked them. Remember you asked where I bought them? She goes, no, I don't recall that.
Oh.
So I made her walk over to another store. I made her walk to 4 different spots that they were putting these envelopes. She put it at one that wasn't even where she was standing. Oh my God.
one.
How did that make it over there?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if I did not make a big deal out of that over a pair of Gerber scissors, I wonder how much stuff those people have
Yeah.
partaken. Keyword taken.
Partaken. Yeah. Well, you know, at the club, at the bowling center, any of these places, people lost and found. I'd give it a couple days, and then I used to always rifle through it. I got a lot of pocket
and
knives.
he would let the employees go through it
Yeah.
too.
So
I got a couple of cool jackets.
Well, I'll tell you what's funny is the new car wash has a lost and found bucket, but the only thing I can get is like some antennas, a mirror.
that hurts.
People come in there and the new car wash has to do like a quick checklist on your car before they'll put it in the machine. Like if there's a piece of rubber hanging off of like the trim of your bumper, they go out there and put a piece of tape on it because they don't want their machine to pull it off.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's been people that come through there with mirrors hanging off and stuff like that, and then they want to raise hell and say, "Oh, your machine ripped my mirror off." But some people have had these like stupid old school cell phone antennas still on the back of the car that you're supposed to lay down on the windshield, and they didn't get ripped off. But I find it funny because I didn't even know people still put those on cars anymore. So
I always have to take my magnets off, and then of course my antenna.
I don't wash my car.
are you scared the bumper's gonna fall off? You're allowing some of the crud to help hold the bumper?
The way I ended up with that car was my daughter kind of tricked me into it and took my truck. But when I got back from Afghanistan, I bought a pickup truck, beautiful F-150 extended cab deal. And Daddy, can I borrow your truck for the weekend? Daddy, can I borrow? Well, she had it all the time. It was amazing. She always was borrowing.
Whose name is it in?
Well, it wasn't mine. Now wait. Oh, you're talking about the car or the truck?
No, who does the title belong to?
To my car
on the truck.
Oh, it was mine. It was mine.
It was.
Yes. You see what I'm getting at?
That's where I'm going with this.
Yeah. See, every month, right about the time the payment was due on my daughter's car, she would want to borrow my truck. Daddy, can you make my car payment? So I made the car payment all the time. She's driving my truck. She got in an accident. She was fine, but it did total out the truck. So I got the quite sexy sport sedan neon.
I'm still trying to figure out how the title from your truck went into. So the truck you had's gone. Is what you're saying?
The truck I had is gone. It was an accident.
The way you said it, it's like all of a sudden she's got the truck, you got the car. So I'm kind of going, how'd that happen?
The funny thing is she was so young when she got the car. When she first got the car, it's actually in her mother's name.
Oh,
so the car I'm driving
is your ex-wife? See, I'm laughing. Philip Snow tried to pull something slick on me the other day. Slick, I'm telling you. I'm making cracks about admissions. He says, well, Newton County, you don't have to have one. You should just give me all your vehicles and put it in my name. I said, oh, yeah, that would be nice. Why would I do that? Well, then you don't have admissions. I'm like, but then you own all my vehicles.
Yeah.
No. Because what happens if I have to look at you and throw up that big F university at you? And then you own all my vehicles. I'm never putting that in anybody else's hands. I've done that one time with a vehicle, and I'm never doing that again.
Well, I tell you, it was silly.
Plus, everything's got to be registered here. I can't pull that crap. Plus, computers, man, they link you nowadays. You can't.
Yeah. No, I thought you were gonna say. I know a friend of mine that her and her husband were getting a divorce. And he wouldn't let her have the car. So she went, she had the kids. So she went to the tag place and filed for a missing title and got the title in her name and was able to take the car.
But did he have the title?
Yeah, but she filed for a.
Does it matter? If he has the original title, he could have her put in prison.
Well,
that's Grand Theft Auto. I mean, Grand Theft Auto, that's a game. But yeah. That's grand theft.
I don't know if it was originally in her name or if it was in her name. I don't know whose name was on the original title.
If he walked to his dresser drawer and pulled out the original title, he could mess her up so good.
But she filed for a lost title and was able to get the car.
Good Lord. I remember one of my buddies was trying to sell a car to somebody, and we all worked for the same company. I ran the service department. Mikey drove one of the service trucks, and a guy named Phil drove Mikey's car that Mikey was selling to Phil. But Mikey was supposed to be at one of the Publix up in like Canton. The next thing I know, we were building a tenant space out at Perimeter Mall, and I get a phone call from a DeKalb County cop. And I'm thinking, why are you calling? He says, do you know a Mike Worley? I was like, yeah. He says, he's driving one of your service trucks. I'm like, yes, sir. He says, I need you to come down here and pick up the van. And I'm going, excuse me? He says, well, he's at Perimeter Mall. I'm like, he's supposed to be in Canton. He's like, no, sir, he's here. And there's a dispute over him trying to take an Impala from Philip so-and-so, who's one of y'all's employees. I'm like, oh, I will be right there, because I was located on Peachtree Industrial. So me and the owner of the company have to get in the truck, drive to Perimeter Mall. I had to get out, and me and the owner of the company have to stand there and listen to the fact that Philip has not paid, Mikey in X number of months, and he was trying to take the car, which in Mikey's mind, that car's legally mine. It's titled to me.
Right.
Yeah.
The problem is Phil walks out with a piece of paper signed by Mikey stating that they were selling the car. And as long as he had that piece of paper in his wallet, that cop's like, if you take that car, I got you for theft.
Yeah.
He said, this is a civil matter. Y'all have to take each other to court. He said, but if you drive off this property, well, Mikey got smart, and the cops like detained him and said, listen, you're not leaving in that van. So basically what happened is we picked up the van because he's telling us we got to get it off the property because it was a commercial vehicle. And considering he was trying to lock our guy up, we need to get that commercial van out of there. So we drive off. Phil goes back into work. The cop rides to the end of the parking lot and says, you're free to go, and just left Mike standing there, some bull crap like that.
Well, we sold.
But that's how it works, though. You can't just do certain things to vehicles like that.
Yeah, we sold a van a couple of years ago. But anyways, the people gave us a sob story, so we let them go ahead and take the van, and they were making payments on it. I turned the title over to them. They went and got the title exchange. No, they didn't get the title. They did the tag. They just paid it. Well, they ended up wrecking the van like a year later when they hadn't finished paying for it, but they had left it in my name. So the insurance company that they had, because they caused the wreck, was calling me wanting to know how we could get this.
Because it was still titled to you.
Yeah, because it was still titled to me, and they were like wanting me to pay for the accident. And I was like, whoa.
Because whoever the vehicle is titled to is who's responsible for any damage that vehicle has caused.
Absolutely.
That's one reason anytime I've sold something, I make them sign a piece. I don't just do a title. I make them sign a piece of paper stating that they got the vehicle. And what's even funnier is I'm such a dick. I take a picture of your face standing in front of the car, and I take a picture when you're driving out of my driveway. I make no bones about it because, and I'm going to go back to Alex real quick. Alex says, I'm not sure why you're picking on me. I was actually just messing with you just to see.
Alex, we love you.
We love you, dude. You know that.
We're the only friends you got.
And he says, maybe it's just me. I don't like to be unarmed. I don't either. That's one reason I said we're going to buy that pen, sir. We're going to buy a case of those friggin' pens
the tactical
for $5 a piece instead of $20 a piece. So let me go back to this. So how about this? I moved in a new neighborhood once, and as I'm standing there looking through the neighborhood, I look over and I go, holy crap, that's my old truck.
The Dodge? Never mind. Because it's blue.
I'm gonna kill her before the show's over. Everybody needs to listen at least till 10 o'clock so you can hear some murder up in this joint.
Oh boy.
So I'm sitting here and I look over and I'm going, man, that's my old truck. So I go knock on the dude's door and I say, hey man, I know this is gonna be crazy. I said, but this 77 Chevy out here, who owns that? He goes, it's me. I own it. His name's Rusty. And I went, how did you get this truck? He's like, why? I said, because by law, that's my truck. He's like, because he thought then I was supposed to call the cops. He's like, wait a minute. He said, let me tell you, I'm buying it from the guy I work for. And I said, who the hell do you work for? So he starts telling me. And I said, do you know a guy named Ken? He says, yeah, Ken works for the same guy. I went, okay, Ken never finished paying me for that truck. He still owes me some money. He says, well, Ken, who was a subcontractor for this dude, it was a hardwood floors kind of guy. They did hardwood floors. Ken and the owner, who was like Iranian or whatever, had been playing poker. So Ken lost the truck in a poker match. So now we have an illegal poker match going.
Yeah.
You got a guy that owes me money, who actually was a roommate at one time. And when we moved out of the last house that we lived in on Memorial Drive, when I went to pick up the bed that he left, I saw underneath the bed where he had spilt a gallon of gray paint and just put the mattress and the box spring over it and didn't clean it up. So he screwed me out of my deposit. So my philosophy is one good screwing deserves another. So since he didn't physically ever finish paying me on that truck, and I never signed the title over, I looked at the guy, Rusty, and I went, and back then you didn't have to have titles. All you had to have was just a bill of sale. I looked at Rusty and I said, I need you to calm down for a second. I said, I'm not fixing to call the police. I said, I need you to walk out here to this glove box with me. So we walk out there and he opens the glove box. I said, do you know where the tag receipt is? I said, because I know that the tag receipt that says Scott Spence on it is still supposed to be in that glove box. So he pulls out, he goes, oh yeah. And I said, let me see it. I wrote on the back of it, endorsed it over to him, and gave him the truck free and clear. I gave him the truck.
Really?
So now the $1,500 that he owed the owner of the company, he didn't owe anymore.
Cool.
So he calls the owner up and says, by the way, the real owner of the truck just gave me the title to it. I quit. So then the next phone calls that took place was Ken calling me, screaming and cussing at me because he lost like $2,000 and had to give the truck to the guy. So because all this just took place, the guy, the Iranian, wanted to kill Ken because you owe me $2,000 and you tried giving me a stolen truck.
Oh, yeah,
See,
they don't play that.
You see the circle of viciousness that just took place there, right?
Yeah, they don't play. They don't play.
Isn't
around
that
with
something? That is so friggin' awesome. I hope y'all can keep up with how I was telling it because it was awesome. You screwed me, I screwed you.
Well, when I was in jail with this guy that knew how to do the whole flim flam on titles. And the thing about it was he'd get arrested and then he'd get out and then he'd go right back to doing it. He'd been doing it pretty much his whole life. But he was driving a freaking, giant Mercedes. He always had a beautiful car. Always had an amazing. I mean, the first Jaguar I ever rode in was his
Jaguar,
and he never had the titles to these things, So I guess once it came time to register them, but there's so many back then. There were so many fraudulent ways to get away with it. Good Lord, how many of us got away with the cellophane on the Stone Mountain Park sticker?
Oh God! Do you remember trying those?
Oh my God, we would buy it. We'd put cellophane on it. We'd trim it all and lick it.
Yes, lick it.
Hey, we're going over to Stone Mountain Park. Let me get the pass. Okay, peel it up. Put it in another car. Oh my God,
we tried that for years.
We did that all.
Yeah, we did it all the time.
No.
And the only good thing that started helping us in the late 80s was the fact that back then we could get away with tinting our windows with limo tint, and it's supposed to be either 7 or 9 inches. Basically, you can only tint down to like the bottom of where your mirror mounts to your window.
Yeah.
Right.
Used to, we could
do the whole thing.
All we had to do was leave a 6-inch clear strip, so we had tint from the bottom up and from the top down. Well, the good thing is the cellophane stick to the tint. And every time the guy would get out and go, man, that doesn't look like I stuck to the window. I'm like, it's stuck to tint. He'd go, oh, okay. And then he'd wave us on through. That was the only way we got away with that little trick. But if you came in with a regular window, we'd get busted every time because you could see like where the cellophane had a little bit of a wrinkle.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny.
But the tint, well, that's the only reason we got away with it was the window tint.
Getting stoned at Stone Mountain Park used to be, that used to be my daily exercise right there, buddy.
We went up there one day, me and Travis, right after we got married and watched the sun come up on the mountain. It was pretty fun.
I didn't know you could do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you do that now still? I know they have certain times.
I want to watch the sun go down on the mountain, but I don't know how the hell I'm going to walk down the mountain in the dark.
I tell you what.
Do they just let you take a flashlight?
I don't know anymore.
There's no lights on
There's no animals now either. You can't bring your animals no more.
Oh, you can't?
Really?
No.
Man, I used to take my dogs up there all the time.
Yeah.
My dog loves
We would just have to pick the poop up. But
we would usually
Walmart bags, baby.
Celia used to go off in the trees, but no, you can't bring your pooches no more.
You know what we should do?
We used to ride our own horses.
We should do a live broadcast on top of Stone Mountain when the sun comes up.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
But we got to hike it.
Okay, can I ride
Yes,
the
we
sky
do.
lift?
It doesn't open it that early.
Yeah, it's not open that
Can I
early.
go at night and just
Stay
I could
overnight?
I can camp somewhere. I'm good with that.
I wish they would let you camp on Stone Mountain overnight. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
amazing?
God, we used to camp over in the camp area all the
You know, I've never
time.
been over there.
Seriously?
In all the years that I've
We're
been
talking
to
about
Stone
taking the bus
Mountain.
and going this winter to camp at Stone Mountain. Should we do that as just for fun?
You know,
Yeah.
Will you go and camp out?
Yes, I'll go and camp out. I love
Because it'd be
camping out.
just us.
Yeah.
Me and Crystal's been wanting
Now-
to do it since we're waiting on the cold weather, but now it's here.
And,
Yeah,
and
that
just so
would be
everybody
fun.
knows,
We're just
when we
talking about going
camp
like a
out,
Saturday, come
and
home on a
And
Sunday.
it's us and all that other stuff. Real good chance probably won't sleep, but you see what I'm
I'll be
saying?
in the bus with air conditioning.
I love you talking about
In the wintertime?
Yeah, man. I like it cold.
I love the fire. I love sitting out by the fire.
Yes.
Bottle of Jack Daniels, telling lies.
Telling stories.
That's
yeah.
it, man. It's great.
Hey, that sounds like a Monday morning show. What are you talking
Playing
about?
games. We sat there. Have y'all ever heard of that game Phase 10?
No, how about the one Mount the Christmas Tree?
Anyway,
She's going to try that one this year.
we were camping at Lake Lanier.
Okay, enough of that story. Okay, so yeah, let's go.
Jeez,
So
Louise.
let's play. You're talking about Lake Lanier. We're trying to talk about Stone Mountain.
Well, I was
So-
just talking about staying up all night playing Phase 10 card game
Okay,
and Uno.
okay,
Uno, man.
It was fun.
okay. So we need to take Uno with us and a
And Phase
table
10.
and a table.
Yes.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll load.
And the Monopoly.
We'll load all the crap we need And it can't be any kids though,
No.
because we can't have any fun if we gotta watch kids.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Well,
true. And we got
you can tie
we're gonna-
bobbers to them.
Now, and it's not just there. I mean, we could go to Red Top Mountain. We could go anywhere, but I would love to do Stone Mountain. I'm just
Yeah.
curious, are we going to be able to be us at Stone Mountain? We'll need to be like, and we need the most secluded area we can have.
But if you make any noise or if you're rowdy, you're gone.
I know.
Yeah,
So is that
so-
possible?
I don't know.
Just for fun,
Hey,
being quiet?
How
Well,
about
there's
If we're going to have to try to be quiet, we need to go camp out at the monastery.
Well, how
Well-
about if we do this? How about, you guys are all into the paranormal crap and I don't believe any of it. There are a lot of places that are haunted, like just up north, like the haunted bridge of Madison County or blah, 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 something like that. Y'all want to try to do a camp
Well-
out at a haunted place?
and there's also what is that down there in Social Circle, the plantation?
I don't
I don't know that.
one.
I don't know if they
Or-
let you camp out at any of those.
Oh,
Yeah, because remember
Like we could go to Hard Labor Creek. I mean, I know we can go there,
yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
but
about
the
also.
question would be: are we going to get thrown out of there?
Yeah.
I know some people that went down there and was rowdy as crazy.
We just need
swinging
somebody.
into the.
We just need somebody with like 300 acres going to let us come camp. That's what we need.
Well, I got 150. I'm on 150.
We just need to go to somebody's deer camp, just party.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish
I
we
got
could
those
go
two
to my
lakes.
stepdad's deer camp.
I got 2 lakes and 150 acres.
Where you at now?
Yeah,
Oh,
Well-
there's lakes there,
2 of them. Yeah.
so we can fish too.
we could too. Man.
Well,
It'd
there
be
you
fun.
go. There's our just for fun camper trip.
And
I
there's a
just
road
didn't want.
you can
I just
ride.
didn't want us to get thrown out of nothing. Like we're gonna spend all that money to get in Stone Mountain and be asked to leave at 1 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning, and we're gonna have to like close everything. What?
Yeah.
Wait, who am I lying? 1 o'clock in the morning. It'd be like 12. We'll be asleep.
12,
10:30.
9:30. The cops are going to be there.
The sun goes down at
Guarantee it.
5:30. By 7, the cops will be there.
I guarantee it. You know
The-
what really pisses them off is the whirl from the blender.
Oh God.
What?
Man, I tell you, the whirl from the
3
blender
o'clock in the
make you
morning.
drink.
Oh,
Man, people freaking complain.
We can't be near the water either because that sound would just travel right across the water.
Hey, I think we can do it at my place.
Okay, so
That would be
I just got
fun.
this. I'm with Steph on Phase 10. I love that game.
yes.
I've never heard of it.
Joe
Really?
Leaper, Cards Against Humanity.
Okay,
Huh?
that's that new game that's out.
Oh, if you haven't played it, you'll love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's that new game that's out.
All right,
Huh.
let's go to a break when we get back. Alex has said that he had some more bank issues, by the way. He went
Oh,
shopping over the
no.
weekend. So everybody hang tight. We'll be back in just a few seconds. It's just for the morning as I burp in your ear.
I gotta stand up for a minute.
I'm afraid to. I got a mouse peeking out of the hole. I'm just gonna keep him where he is.
Well, I can't sit too long on my left butt cheek.
So you twisted your leg yesterday?
Oh my God. The damn dog dug a hole and they put leaves over it because there was no trees around where it was. We were trying to catch the puppy that was getting a new home, and I went to run to because Travis was over here. The puppy was in between us. And I went and it started running this way. I went to run to go catch it, found that hole. My foot stuck in the hole and I fell this way, smacked my face on the ground. And yeah.
Jacob said my cousin graduated class had a party at a deer camp. Phase 10 from Alex. Phase 10, good game. And he
look it
said
up.
that Against Humanity is the shiznit.
I've got the card,
I keep learning.
but the
Oh, yeah.
game can last. I mean, we sat up till 4 o'clock in the morning
Hey,
playing
if
this
we're-
game.
I'll bring up the GPS on it and you'll see. We can there's
So I could get the bus down in there. Yeah, because me, if it's too bumpy, two potholes and stuff,
the tents up.
we need to
Fish all
do that.
night.
We need to plan that for like
Yeah.
the end of January. Then
My birthday weekend. My birthday's on Friday.
Of what?
Of January.
so we can go down there. Then you need to.
So, Chuck,
Yeah. Nobody's gonna show up, but
But if something happened,
if by chance
right,
you're
right. I'll explain it when we get done with the show.
Hopefully it'll be.
Yeah. I know you're still thinking and talking.
Stop it.
I got one. But you see what I'm getting at is I think that would be extremely awesome. Me and Crystal have wanted to do that for so friggin' long. And I can tell you, problem is there would be no electricity. So in the bus, she'd be freezing, but with sleeping bags, just like we'd be in a tent, you know? You'd be cold in the tent.
Yeah, worst case scenario, the house is right there too.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. I think we bring enough blankets. We all right.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the weather changed. There's an open barn too.
Oh, okay.
Down by.
I just think that'd be awesome.
I think
We all wanted to go.
people go fishing out there all the time. I see them.
They don't have permission to be down there. They just sneak on there and go fish.
Yeah, because Say he ain't in the picture no more. I think he lives up in Alpharetta now. I don't even know what he's gonna do with that property. I wish I could buy it. I got nothing.
Go down and scout it out.
I do, yeah, I have. Here, I'll show you GPS on
No,
it.
I mean I know that. I'm just saying go down there and scout it out to go ahead and let's see about planning to do it for like the end of January. Even if it's mid-January, we ain't gotta wait till the end. But I gotta get my wife at least to have notice to be able to get off on a Saturday and or get off on a Sunday, I mean.
Hey, baby. Hey, sweetheart.
That way we can
Hey, sweetheart.
go down mid-afternoons Saturday, or we get set up while my wife's at work. She drops the baby off and then drives down there and meets. She can park at your house and walk down there. Easy, not too far of a walk. So
You
yeah,
had to park at my house, park down by the big barn.
yeah. I mean, as long as her car can get down, is all I was getting at.
Oh yeah, my son drives. My 12-year-old drives property in my car.
I just think that'd be awesome. All of us have been wanting to do something.
It's
like that.
so isolated out there, but it's really not.
Right.
Or wait till like the 1st of February. And
I don't wait.
Well, I was
No,
just gonna
it's supposed to
say
be
and celebrate
70
Crystal's
something degrees.
birthday and my birthday down there.
Well, something like that. I was just trying to get it over with. I don't want to wait too long because I know the end of February the weather starts getting warm again.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to do cabin fever at the end of February, and sometimes it'd be 70 degrees. I don't want it hot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 70 degrees on Christmas.
I know. That's why I'm hoping mid-January it won't be.
All right, can y'all see that? Here's the intersection. Here's the house and all. Look at all that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Power lines over
And
there.
that's
But
the pond.
There's two of them.
And where's the barn?
There's two right there.
Oh, but it backed that pond. I was gonna say though, that pond backed all the way up to other people's house, so I wouldn't want to be too loud for those people.
No, we know.
Yeah, but I mean, you know how sound travels across that water.
Yeah, we'll just let them know we're doing it.
Because when we go out in my backyard, Jesus Christ! Oh, look at that picture. That's when the water was down. Yeah, pull that back up for a second. Let me see.
Yeah, that's
Can
you.
Can you snapshot that?
Yeah.
Here, shrink it back down, spin it left to right, so I can, so I have a full shot. No, I mean, does your camera thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, right there, snapshot. I just thought that'd be cool because somebody asked me how the water looked. I said I never got to see a picture.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I can. You see, I can angle it like
yeah,
plane
well, just
coming
do
in.
overhead, just straight
Okay.
down. I can turn it. But if you snapshot me a picture of that, because I was trying to explain to somebody how it looked, and that's awesome. I didn't even think about doing that. Everyone I pull up showed water. I've never seen one dry.
It depends too on.
And everything's better wet.
Now
We're live. I'm just
okay. Like on Google Earth and stuff like that, you can go back to 5 BC.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, you can.
That'd be cool too.
Good
Who is
Lord,
that?
boy? You got some power.
It was Miss Donna.
You
She
got some
was
power.
calling. I wish she would have called when we were on break.
Steph's phone sounded like she just set her personal massaging device on top of the table.
Well, I got a new phone.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
still learning the tricks of it.
So as we come back, Mike's showing me a picture. It's an overhead picture of the lake, and I've never seen an overhead shot of the lake when the water was down. So I was asking him to snapshot it if he could on his pad, so
We
that I'd
did.
have a picture of it.
On my pad.
The lake out there or the lake by his house?
No, lake out here.
Oh, wow.
That's one he was wanting to look at. But
Cool.
Didn't I just say the lake out here?
I didn't hear you say out here. I just heard you say the lake.
Because in your mind, you're going, what lake is he talking about? What the I'm telling you, I don't know, whatever you smoked today.
I did not smoke anything.
Mhm.
I got my gabapentin refilled, and I had it last night, and I took a double dose because I fell yesterday, and
Gabapentin.
and I was hurting really, really bad.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you need to take that pill every day because at least you're alive.
How
I mean,
much, how much
somebody
do you
just type duh, Steph.
No.
Dunnies. Dunnies
1,200
type duh,
milligrams.
Steph.
You take 1,200 a day?
No.
Oh.
I only take 600 a day, but
Okay.
I was especially hurting last night.
So right
from
now,
falling.
if her and Denise were walking around, it would definitely be Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah. Or
I know my
Tweedledum
partner in
and
crime's
Tweedledum.
not here today.
I take 2,700 milligrams of gabapentin a day.
Jesus
Yeah.
Louise.
My
I don't even like taking ibuprofen. How do y'all eat that stuff? Isn't that not good for your?
I have to take something.
Hey.
I take Prilosec for my gut.
Hmm.
So
But when
But-
you got bad feet,
yeah,
I
bad feet,
mean,
bad ankle.
you know,
Hey, I can't say nothing. I basically now go to put my pants on every day, and I'm thinking, geez, this is like when I used to go ride because I had certain boots I had to wear. So
Yeah.
anytime I want to ride my bike, it take like 10 minutes longer to get dressed because you had to put on thick socks, you had to put on the right boots. So now every time I go to put on pants, I'm like, crap, I got to put my knee brace on before I pull my pants up, and I'm starting to feel like my dad, man. My dad used to watch my dad have to put on, one sock, then his ankle brace, then another sock because he didn't want people seeing his ankle brace because he felt
I'm not
demasculinated with an ankle
I'm not
brace on.
laughing at your dad. I understand.
No,
the
but
problem.
you know
the
what
way
I'm saying
the way
because you can
said
relate it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they're different too. But every day I try to go for about a mile to walk with my dog. She
Right.
enjoys the outside. I enjoy it. We talk, we settle world problems, junk like that. But man, I tell you what, sometimes when just the weather change,
Yeah.
just the pressure in the weather can make my ankle go, you're not going anywhere.
oh, my feet were hurting so bad Saturday night because of the cold with the toy drive. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's right. It was really cold out there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey now, get
You're a
your
rock star.
70 something degrees end of the week.
Yes.
I'm-
on
I'm-
Christmas.
I'm
Record
surprised.
high.
Like, how does this even work?
Man, you know what scares me is when it's like this in December. You know what it's going to be like in March? We're going to have an
Cold.
ice storm in March
Yeah.
again.
Or April.
Jeez. I got stuck in that snowstorm a couple of years ago. I would prefer to avoid it, but I got to tell you, it was kind of fun. I like that whole survival. And you know what? I'm not like a prepper, so I like that survival thing that's thrown at you. Like do it now with what you got, make it happen. So
Yep. So I pulled up an article, Star Wars: The Force
yeah, baby.
Awakens takes
Let's hear it.
$517 million as box office records tumble.
Shit, that ain't even.
And that's just so far.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
not even
opening
covering-
weekend.
Yeah, that doesn't even cover the catering for that movie.
Well,
as much as it costs. Hey, check the staff.
Hold on,
See if
hold
that
on.
page works for you.
the here in the US and Canada it made 238 million, but globally is the 517 worldwide ticket
$500
sales.
billion.
I
Wow.
want to go see it so bad.
Yeah, me too. I just, when they first come out like that and you got all the kids in there
Yeah.
and you got the freakos and they're going to be yelling and screaming. And look,
Yep.
I tell you what, I got no patience for that crap. First mug that throws a red laser up there is going to get punched in the throat. Because, man, it's so expensive. So me and the boys and everybody were talking about going all together. They still have those like secluded rooms for you at Stonecrest. Remember,
Oh, I don't know. I've never been to Stonecrest to see
they
a
still
movie.
have that, Scotty. Remember the glass rooms?
No,
with the
God,
recliners?
I
Okay.
wish.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be hard. I wish they had that.
They had that. They used to have it when it first came out.
Yeah, I know. I don't know nothing about any of that now. I would love it if they did.
Or the dinner and the movie. Would they happen to do it?
I don't know.
There's still a lot of
Yeah.
clanking and stuff going on during that, but it
That would
was-
be awesome if they had that, though.
And
I would be happy.
Do they even have places that still do the afternoon matinees, or
Yeah,
did they
but
completely do it?
No, I think they still got afternoon matinees, but the damn price is still staggering.
Yeah, isn't it like $15 a person now or something
know.
like that?
I'm not trying to be a weenie about it, but I do have family members, you know.
Oh
and-
yeah, but I mean, you pay isn't it like $15
Yeah,
for the ticket?
yeah.
You pay for the ticket, and then you go in there and you have to pay what, $8 for popcorn and a drink.
Yeah, we always sneak stuff in, but you're
Oh yeah, we
absolutely
do
right.
too.
Let me just say this. We were sitting in a theater a couple of weeks back. We heard I'm thinking I didn't hear the tin can pop. So I look over and the girl's turning up a 2-liter Coca-Cola.
Go
Oh
get
my
some, baby.
gosh.
She's just drinking it out the bottle like it's no big deal. But listen, we've snuck in McDonald's, like quarter
Oh, yeah.
pounder with cheese.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, we sneak in. We always swing by Walmart because they got the dollar candies.
God, yes.
Get a half. I love red Twizzlers. So the kids always know I got Twizzlers. Max always gets
Hey,
something with peanut butter.
I got confetti shoot on his property.
What now?
Alex was asking, like, if we all go to camp, can
Yeah.
we shoot that afternoon and then camp that night?
What did just shooting?
Shoot guns.
Like
Shoot.
target shooting.
I don't know. I'll find out.
Find
But
out.
I would
Because,
think. I mean,
and I don't know, Alex, are you wanting to camp out too? So
I heard guns last night.
I just thought, how cool would it be to have a bunch of just for funners to come camp out, and
Mhm.
only a select few.
Yeah.
In other
Mhm.
words, the people that's on the Just for Fun family page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, to tell you the truth, like in July, you know those big white tents that get set up with fireworks.
Yes.
Well, the company that I work with, we're talking right now, they'll handle all my permits and all that other stuff. I just have to handle labor and security. But I'm gonna see if I'm still there in July. I'm thinking about putting up a big, huge fireworks tent for retail sales. And wouldn't it be cool to camp out there and stuff? We can shoot fireworks off like till whenever. I know people get all freaking bent out of shape when you shoot them off late, but hey, guess what? I don't care.
Go get over it.
Yeah, I love when they say don't shoot off fireworks because of the veterans in the neighborhood. Whatever. Just let them know you're gonna do it.
No doubt.
You know what? I'm 51 years old and I still like getting scared every once in a while. You know, I don't want to go in the corner in the fetal position crying, but in all honesty, if you went to combat and that's your problem, you should be in the hospital. So
Yeah.
yeah. But man, we could go out there. I'm sure there's I know there's a fire thing up by the house because we don't like have the garbage pick up the boxes and stuff like that. All paper products pretty much get burned.
Oh yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
We would
And
be
then
set.
We recycle cans. So we could save all that. Let's see. Yeah. I think it'd be fun. I think we can pull it off. I'll do some research today.
Yeah, just find out. That would just kind of hot, man.
We don't have to worry about any law enforcement or anything coming to visit out there.
Okay.
Mm.
Well,
And-
let's go for it then.
Let's make it happen, Captain.
Yeah, why not?
I think it'd be fun. And you know what? There's a real good chance I'll go to this event.
I wonder, are you
what-
going to make it this time?
I live right there. I walk by now there are some guys that hunt. So you guys it would be February. Doesn't hunting season stop in January?
I don't know.
I'll find out that
I'm
too.
not a hunter.
Yeah, neither am I.
I'm a
But
lover, not a fighter.
I like feeding the
Oh,
animals.
really? I thought I like big butts and I will not lie. You other brothers can't deny.
When
Okay,
a girl
sorry.
walks in with an itty bitty wasting around thing in your face, you
Get some.
get
Yes, Steph.
what?
She's just jamming, man. I was getting into it.
Smoking crack. or
I got
something?
I got a 50-pound bag of wildlife
Crawdads?
feed. No, I was gonna say crack
Do you know-
corn, but
Do you know
And-
anybody that boils peanuts?
Yes,
I don't know.
my
Well, I know.
father-in-law.
I know
No.
you do, but I was asking Mike.
Why does it matter that
He's
he
talking
knows?
about
it's-
boiled
'cause
peanuts out
it-
there.
Yeah, because it's where he lives.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jeez, Louise.
Alex, by the way,
Does he have to
said
come?
he bought some suits at Saks Fifth Avenue yesterday, and because I was away from home, my card got declined. Bank alerted me, and I authorized the charge, and then got charged twice.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. And the suits, I can imagine, were not cheap.
Most likely,
No, he-
because it didn't say Walmart. It said Saks
Hey, there
Fifth
ain't nothing
Avenue.
wrong with Walmart suits,
Yeah, Alex.
but I'll go to the Goodwill to get the suits.
There you go. I don't own a suit.
I mean, I got a tux, but I can't get in it no more. Like I was about 20 pounds lighter when I bought that tux. If anybody needs to buy a tux, I highly recommend going to Highway 78 in Loganville, right next to the American Legion. They actually have a bunch of campers out there now selling RVs on the property.
Sure do.
But inside there is used tuxedos from all the tuxedo rental places.
Cool.
But for $80, I was able to get pants, vest, jacket, and shoes for $80.
That's good.
Do they have
And a
any
bow tie. And then I went and bought my own white shirt.
Do they have any of the crazy looking ones?
Yeah, I like the weird blue one with the ruffles. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, if you have to buy a tux, it's a whole lot easier to just go buy one because basically I bought it for what it would cost to rent it like once or twice.
Yeah. When I used to work security or executive protection, we had to wear tuxes a lot. Yeah, like no bars hold.
Yeah.
Fights at the compound.
Right.
Yeah, the security had to wear tuxedos. So I bought one, but it was crazy.
Yeah, I got people say, so you would wear a tux at a wedding? I go, oh yeah, if you're buying, I'm flying.
Oops.
But the problem is this: you're getting your money out if I'm putting on a tux. I'm just saying, because if I have to come set up in a tuxedo and work it in a tuxedo, that also means that the time is extended, meaning I have to come out there and set up in my normal clothes, and then I have to walk around
naked,
get my clothes out of the car, go get dressed. So you're talking like an additional hour, not counting I can't move and do what I need to do working for you in a tuxedo. So when you get married in one spot and I'm in my tuxedo and then I have to break my gear down and move all my gear, I have to do it completely different. So you're talking like an extra 2 or 3 hours worth of time for me to do what I got to do. So they don't want to pay that extra money.
You know what else too? And doing a lot of what you're talking about, but my setup was a little bit different. You know what the big problem was is when you change clothes, okay, you've got to secure your clothes.
Yeah, you can't just leave your clothes.
Somebody will steal it. Somebody
Yes.
will steal your freaking clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was always a big deal because if there was 10 of us on the security detail, we'd get, like if there was a room,
Right.
we'd all go in there and change. And I'd say, everybody collect up all your stuff.
Right.
Do a police check, make sure everything is up. Now we'd give it to the low man on the pole and he'd have to go outside and lock it up in a trunk.
Well, I've had people say, I can't believe other DJs, I can't believe you're not wearing a tux. And I'm like, have you seen what the photographer's wearing? The photographer's walking around in a black shirt and black pair of pants. Why do I need to be in a tux? I'm trying to work. He's trying to work.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to be in a tux. And they normally have me shoved off in a corner so that I'm not in any of the pictures anyways.
Yeah. Now you do a lot of weddings, right? Spring, summertime.
Yeah, spring.
Man, I tell you what, I need to work that drone in.
Oh God, yeah.
We
Now
could
that
do
you
some-
have it, I can offer it.
Holy smokes, man. That thing is, you know what? I bought mine and I have to have mine kind of for school too,
Right.
because my projects. But my brother yesterday, he just went and bought one. He said, man, I'm getting one.
Dude, I had people ask
Took off.
because they go, hey, do you know a videographer? No.
Yeah.
Well, do you know anybody that has a drone? Because even if the guy's going to be inside taking pictures, I want pictures of us. I want video of the bride walking from the house to the barn, walking across the field. And
You can fly this inside. It's amazing. The
Well,
technology.
that's great, man.
One of the reasons I kind of segued into that is that if you do own a drone, today is December 21st, right?
Hold on, Alex. I don't mean to take it back, but the message is going to be moving. He goes 80 for, was it a leisure suit? He says, I'm just effing with you. He says X rentals are usually are good quality suits.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
But the thing is with me, what I'm doing, I'm working. So I just have to wear it long enough to work. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And they're expensive to get cleaned.
God, yeah.
I remember because, I could wear mine one time because, you're just that.
Well, with
job,
what you did.
Yeah, job you get sweaty and all. But I'm serious. It was like $45, $50 to get it clean. So
Dang.
it didn't make any sense to rent one. It really didn't because you're paying $75, $80. You end up spending about $100. That cuts into how much money you're making on the job anyway. So Just buy one if you need one.
Right. If
Yeah.
you need it. Because like I said, I own one, I haven't worn it in years.
Stephanie,
I refuse to wear it.
you don't need a tuxedo.
The last
I'd wear
time
one though.
the last time I wore it, I was working at the Georgia Terrace across from the Fox. And to make it make sense, I don't want to do weddings there anymore. I don't want to do weddings in a place like that. It's not worth the money.
Yeah.
Because what happens is coming off of Juniper's one way. The street that comes up to the Fox and the Georgia Terrace is one way.
Yeah.
Then you had to turn right on the Peachtree Street, go back down to the next road that's one way, go back down to Juniper. So my point is the parking deck, if you're coming up, the parking deck's on the right before the loading dock. Well, when I backed in there to unload, the guy's like, you got to move I had all my gear sitting there. And he says, you got to move your car. I said, I need to take this up to the second floor. Can't leave your car. And I'm saying, well, I can't leave my gear.
I was about to say, you're going to have to leave something.
He says, well, go run it up there real quick, but you got to get back down here and move your car. I said, what am I going to do about securing my gear?
Yeah.
So he sent, I got lucky, I kept my computer. I didn't leave anything somebody could really walk off with. He did send a security guy up there because if he didn't, I was going to keep standing there yelling and arguing. Yeah. But then when you go back down to get your van, you have to get back out on the Peachtree Street, go down, go through all that traffic.
Yep.
So literally, when I pulled up, I pull into the parking deck. Then they want to raise hell because you're at the parking deck. You have to prove who you are. It took an additional hour.
Easy.
Yeah. To get unloaded upstairs, move the vehicle, and get back upstairs, and it wasn't bidded into the price.
Well, too, are you the first person that's ever had to do that? No, but they do that crap all the time.
So I've learned that if I bid something to work there, I got to have a second person go with me.
Yeah.
So I just had somebody wanting me to give them a price for working at the World of Coke in Atlanta, and I said, but they didn't know for sure if they were going to be there. I said, here's what it's going to cost to work these hours. I said, but the price will go up pending on location.
Yeah.
I did quote last year. You had me at Piedmont Park where I didn't have to have a second person, but if you make me work at Georgia Terrace or World of Coke, where I'll have to have an additional person to help me, the price will have to be changed. Yeah. So I didn't land the party. I'm okay with that. I didn't want to work at the Georgia. I didn't want to work at the World of Coke anyways because don't get me wrong. Yes, I would love to be there, but the point is, they're not going to want to pay for what it would cost to have a second person. So that's why I say I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it for that price. You want me to work for peanuts.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these losers that DJ in a bar in Covington for beer. Like one bar down there, the guy does karaoke for a beer tab. How the hell do you pay your house payment on a beer tab?
Same thing.
Friggin' idiots out there.
If you let me live here, I will give you 2 cases of beer.
I will, DJ. I'll be your KJ, your karaoke disc jockey guy for 2 12-packs. And in their case, they do it for a beer tab.
Come on. You get what you pay for, especially in the DJ market.
Dude, I've already worked my butt off to get where I'm at, to create the following that I have, the reach that I have. I'm not working for some Schlitz malt liquor bull. I'm sorry. Not unless it's a Charlie Sheen weekend with some Schlitz malt liquor bull.
Everybody going to come out of there positive.
No, you'll work for Mick Ultra, right?
Yes, I mean, of course. If I got to go to the lighter beers.
Have y'all noticed the freaking beer bottles, man? They are just getting sexy.
They're getting weird looking, though.
The fact that you're calling a beer bottle sexy confuses me.
Really? You don't go to the grocery store and caress beer bottles?
No.
Oh, God, I do. I've been asked to leave twice. Yeah.
So what are we discussing here? Because we've got 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
Well,
I need to start getting more accurate with us going to commercials.
FAA, small.
No, what was going on with the beer bottles? I'm asking you.
Sorry. Today you got to start registering if you want it for free for a month.
Okay, we'll go back to that because I do want to talk about that, but I wanted to hear what the hell you were talking about beer bottles for.
Okay, when you go to a regular grocery
I thought
store,
usually you were like Bill Cosby. You saw beer bottles and you saw the potential of getting laid, not the beer bottle itself.
I'm a good-looking single guy. I spend a lot of time in the grocery store.
Oh, my God. Hey, I got to admit, dude, when I was single, I would drive to Loganville just to shop at the Walmart because all the hot chicks was at that Walmart.
I'll tell you something, Loganville.
I would drive 30 minutes to that Walmart just to buy dog food.
And that's something. I know.
Just because I knew the hot chicks were there.
I know what you're talking
And if
about.
I needed Taco Bell, I would drive to Loganville.
I love you.
And I would just eat in there. I don't go places to eat alone. I never sit in any places to eat alone. It's just a weird thing. But the Loganville store, I would sit there and eat alone just to smile at the hot chicks.
You know what? The hot chicks are there in Loganville, and of course, are just as hot as the ones in Alpharetta, but they're not stuck up.
That's right.
Man, I'm telling you, I have never gone into the Walmart in Loganville and not seen an extremely attractive woman. And they'll smile. They're nice, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, that's where I was going.
I've done that a many times. I've walked in Kroger just to get my little fruit thing.
Oh,
tray,
yeah, that's a nice Kroger, too.
Oh, it's a beautiful Kroger. We worked there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you and I were there.
That's right.
Maybe,
We worked that one
was
for
that?
the, for the bag off.
That's right. That's right. Oh, yeah.
That's almost like you talking to Alex. Bag off.
Yeah. Or get off. Or...
All right. So what's up with the drones? We're down to 23 seconds. Lead up to it. We'll come back to it.
FAA, small unmanned aircraft. If you wanted to register, well, you need to register, but you can do it for free for the next month.
All right. We'll be right back to tell more.
Cool.
Watch.
Oh, I didn't.
Watch. How perfect was that?
I didn't notice Darth Vader's sock.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I got so much stuff now. I got loaded up with Darth Vader.
Yeah, we need to talk about that
I had
too.
to get Bella because she's over here digging up everything like she's a freaking cat.
I was wondering what was going on there. Yelling at the puppy.
Because she's just clawing stuff like a dog, like a cat now. I'm like, really?
You know, it's kind of weird because if you use the drone for commercial basis, you're supposed to be licensed and all this other
License to do what?
Well, you're supposed to have freaking insurance. It's just stupid. Look, these guys that are losing these drones out in the water and stuff like that, they're just stupid.
Yeah, because it's got blinking lights to tell you it's time to bring it back. Doesn't it pound us up on your pad or whatever to tell you battery's done?
Yeah. And it tells you can put a timer.
And it's got it fixed where even if you're making it do this, when you let it go, it goes right.
Yeah. Self-stabilize. It just doesn't make sense. These guys are trying to squeeze every ounce out of. You know what it is? They probably only have one battery. I have 3 batteries and a supercharger that can plug the controller. It can plug the tablet. It can charge all 3 batteries at the same time. So I can keep mine. You know, basing 20 minutes on every battery, I can keep my aircraft in the air.
No
You
shit.
just got to come back and get a battery, and then
Just come back and get a battery.
Yep. But these knuckleheads are flying the crap up and down the beach. You see what I'm saying? They're flying it up and down the beach, and they're zooming in on hotel room windows, and
The wind coming off those buildings.
They're
God.
coming up on girls that are in bikinis.
Right.
Come on, man, you're
So
killing
you're
it.
being pervs.
Yeah, you're freaking killing it. They're gonna go nuts with this registration. I think they're gonna come up with something that can go like this and knock you out of the air.
With just a beam.
Just a frequency.
Yeah.
Like a kill frequency. Mine will go 1.4, 1.5 miles. And I read this thing about how I can code it to go up to 4 miles. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. There's no freaking way. I will never, ever not be able to see my drone. That thing was way too expensive. Can you believe it?
What?
He said, where can I get it? And I said, well, I got it from Drone World,
Right.
company. He said, watch them over at Best Buy. I said, yeah, you're going to have to buy all the pieces parts.
Right.
Get this.
For all of
You
it.
got the hiccups.
Hey. You know what's going to happen, right? I mean, he's smart and all, but that's way too young.
Right.
I mean, I let Dino, but Dino's, almost 13. But yeah, Wednesday
And
night,
we're back.
I got a fart.
All right, I'm gonna play this.
All
I
right.
don't know what it is, but
All right.
Scott Ward shared it. It's about crematory. It says the FBI director something. So let's see what it's about.
Someone is lying to us. Someone is deceiving us.
It says, "Wake up,
Someone is
America."
being dishonest. Listen to FBI Director James Comey on the terror threat to the homeland.
The FBI has hundreds of investigations in all 50 states.
And just months ago, Comey estimated we had 900 credible threats in all 50 states. That's amazing. Now listen to the Secretary of Defense, Ash Carter, answering John McCain's question about ISIS not being contained.
That has nothing to do
Congressman
with what I
Forbes
thought it
asked General Dunford, quote, have we currently contained ISIL? General Dunford, we have not contained ISIL. Mr. Secretary, do you agree with General Dunford?
I agree with what General Dunford said, yes.
Now listen to the Secretary of Homeland Security, Jay Johnson, saying ISIS may be plotting to hide among the Syrian refugees.
We do have to be concerned about the possibility that a terrorist organization may seek to exploit our refugee resettlement process.
Got it so far? Okay. Now take a listen to President Obama on Thursday.
Our intelligence and counterterrorism professionals do not have any specific and credible information about an attack on the homeland.
No credible information. Really? I'm shaking my head, folks, because either the FBI director, the Secretary of Defense, and the Secretary of Homeland Security are conspiring and lying to us, or the President of the United States is blatantly misleading you. I'm going to stop now and let that sink in for a minute. The heads of 3 terror-sensitive agencies and departments in the U.S. government see the terror threat as real and imminent, and yet the president is saying the exact opposite.
Wow.
Scary thought, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, it's just so funny because I don't mean to sound funny, but I just keep shaking my head on why people are saying ISIS and why the government only wants to say ISIL. I think it's funny that everybody wants to call it different words, and nobody wants to admit that there's a problem. And
well, you know what's really crazy is they can't get it right. They just can't get it right. The attack in San Bernardino, they said that the woman, the wife there, that she had proclaimed, you know, the jihad on social media. And then the FBI comes back and says there is no evidence of her ever doing that. So, I mean, we can't even get the basic things about a story right.
Right.
And our government now is freaking, you know,
that report we just played was from Fox News, so it wasn't made up.
The president was, I think he was just trying to get everybody to chill so he can go on vacation. That's my point.
Right.
Now, you guys, everybody knows how I feel about the dude, but I think that's what it was. I think he was just wanting to say, hey, look, everything's fine. It's cool. We got it. Relax. Hey, I'm going to go to Hawaii.
But you know why? Because even when he's not president anymore, he knows he's going to be safe. Secret Service will be guarding him with the guns that he says people shouldn't have.
Yep.
All right, how about this? This is from Fox 26 in
I love it.
Houston, Texas. And this is a guy that's pulled over dressed as a Wookiee.
And Han Solo. Was he just flipping them?
I don't know if he's telling him to get out of the car.
It looked like he was flipping them off.
917. U-29 900 FM 1093 on Texas Jedi. Mom.
On Texas Jedi. And they're walking up. I'm going to share it, by the way. It's just too funny not to. What?
How we doing tonight? I'm Officer Hall with Fulshire Police. You got your driver's license insurance with you?
He's doing the Wookiee voice.
Drinking tonight? Oh, okay. Why don't you go step out of the car with me, partner?
He's not even answering in English. He's answering as a Wookiee.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. He's 7 foot tall.
Sure. Where are y'all headed to? Do you speak any?
That's a setup.
This is a setup.
Yeah. Partner, where are y'all headed to?
Yeah, this is my partner, and I speak Wookiee.
Oh, okay. Why don't you go and step right back here with me?
Come on, Chewie, everything's going to be okay.
Where are y'all headed to?
Yeah, my partner was trying to tell you we're part of the special guest at a premiere for
Oh my God! Here comes a lightsaber with Jar Jar Binks. No, I see who it is now. Look at this.
Yeah, Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
The Force is strong. No, you're right.
The Force is strong.
Are you part of the Force?
Man, I am part of the Force. Can I go with y'all?
What do you think, Chewie? Vader?
Dude, let's go.
Oh, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, come. Can I get in the back?
He's just going to leave a squad car, and they're in a Hummer H2. Oh my God! I thought this was like for real. This is funny though.
Yeah, it's funny.
With the way the lights was, I was like, "Is that Darth Maul?" But the horns sticking up look like Jar Jar Binks' eyes. Anyways, it's kind of funny. I'm gonna share it.
Hey, if we got a minute,
It's Monday. We've always got time.
Well, no, I was, my pastor
Sorry,
friend is doing some great stuff.
Who?
My pastor
Okay, let's hear it.
buddy, Pastor Henderson. She's a pretty amazing woman. I'm texting her right now, see if I can call her real quick online, let her tell us about what she's up to these days.
And watch this. Now, here's a Star Trek. Here is the Star Wars thing of Darth Vader playing a banjo.
That's great. Oh, that's cool.
I wish he'd just bust loose with some banjo picking. That is awesome.
There it is.
Listen to that.
Cool.
That was actually kind of cool. All
right.
Yeah,
You know what? So much stuff is coming out with Star Wars, and you know what? There's so many people that are knocking it, but there's so many more people that are into it.
Yeah, what happened to you Saturday night there, Scotty?
We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. So that was just super cool to see that, and they're saying that because Disney's taken over, that there's something like, I could be wrong on the numbers, but something like 14 more movies that's going to come out.
Holy smoke, that's awesome.
Of Star Wars. They said there's so many books left that they're going to just start doing it,
Altogether, there's probably over 100 books. Because
it's awesome.
And no spoilers. So I was wondering if we had a moment, could we call Pastor Henderson? I think you're going to be surprised when you find out what she's working on.
This one?
Yep. So
I've not used the phone all weekend, and there's some kind of update, and it's like, do you claim to not do this, claim to not do that? No.
Has anyone had possession of your phone?
It's an update for the phone. The phone itself has done a huge update.
Yeah, the operating system.
I tell you what,
somebody that's an Android person should have probably warned me.
You're about to be amazed.
I didn't know.
You didn't know it did an update? How did you just know it did an update?
Because you just said it.
But I didn't tell you what it was.
Because they do that every once in a while.
You just said it was a software update. You could have warned a brother.
Are we ringing?
I'm hungry.
I am too.
There we go.
Somebody should bring us some food, man.
That'd be awesome. Somebody friendly.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're not friendly or not. Just bring me some food.
Some bacon.
Good morning, this is Sharon Henderson.
Hey, Pastor Henderson, this is Military Mike with Just for Fun Radio.
That's great. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fantastic. What are you up to today?
Oh, I'm getting ready to get out of here to go shopping a little bit for Christmas holidays, hoping to beat the rush.
Yeah. Are you getting me something?
Oh, yes, of course. You're number one on the list.
Yeah, 2 lumps of coal.
You're number one on the list, Mike. You're number one on the list.
The first one was a lump of coal. I've been good this year.
And switches.
I've been. Hey, Pastor, do me a favor. You're live on the radio, and I would like for you to share what you've got going on.
Oh, I'm live. Okay.
You are live on the radio.
Oh, great. Okay. Hello, everyone in Radio Land. I am Sharon Henderson. Right now I have a lot going on. I am running for State House of Representatives for District 113, which includes Newton and a portion of Rockdale County.
Cool.
And I am busy campaigning. I am trying to help those that are in need. My platform is very broad. I'm trying to help seniors, special needs children, veterans, mental health, the homeless, you name it. I can't wait to get to work.
We can't wait to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited.
Thank you.
Hey, Pastor, can I get with you later and schedule maybe another call-in or two? Or I know you're on a busy schedule, but do you think you could come sit with us in the studio one day?
I sure can. I will make time, Mike. I sure can.
Man, I tell you what, I love the stuff you're working on. I really do. We let me tell you something. The grassroots folks appreciate it because
because we're all about the whole promotion of family and neighborhoods and safety in our environment, and it's really good to I spoke to you that time on the phone. This is DJ Scotty. I spoke to you that one time on the phone, and that was one of the things that we, no matter what, when we try to joke as Just for Fun Radio, when we push the envelope a little bit and joke on what's considered humor, but the one thing we're always promoting and pushing is family and your safety at home and your community, and you stand exactly for that.
Right. And Pastor,
exactly. Absolutely, Mike. And you know what? Out of all the things that I just named, the bottom line is people just want a better way of life and a better family orientation for their family and their loved ones. That's the bottom line. And that's the grassroots of everything.
Absolutely.
We just want a better way of living.
Hey,
the family just wants a better way of living.
Pastor, when the list of people you just mentioned, let me tell you something, how this applies. Right now in the studio, there are 4 people. There's Stephanie with her special needs daughter. She is right here in the studio. I'm a disabled combat veteran.
And Ashley with her special needs mama.
And, Ashley watches after Stephanie. But you've also got one of the biggest proponents of getting the proper word out. Now, the thing about us is it's just for fun, but also we look at everybody that we talk to and we give everybody a fair shake. So if there's somebody running against you or something like that, they have every opportunity to call us as well. But the reason why we're interested in you, Pastor, is because one, your title, Pastor, you know what, this country, this community, everything needs that. But 2, you seriously have a place in your heart for folks like Stephanie with her special needs daughter. Every day, this woman it's a struggle just for her. When she gets up, it's so much different than when I get up. I get up, I got to brush my hair and take a shower. When Stephanie gets up, there's so many things she has to do to help Ashley. Then you've got the veterans thing. Holy smokes. If we could, you know what, we got these little groups all over the place, but if there was one place in Rockdale County that we could all get together that was big enough to house us, all we need is coffee and some donuts or cookies. We just like talking to each other,
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to talk with DJ Scotty. And let me tell you something. He brings out points in the community, and he's got like a team of rhinoceroses that will bull rush, the proper topics.
Yeah.
So we're so happy to be involved with you, Pastor. We really are.
Yes. And Mike, like you just said, I have a passion for special needs children. Just like you mentioned, I've worked with them hands-on for years, okay? And I know what it's like for the children. I know what it's like for the parents to have to take care of the children. The parents doesn't even have a life of their own. They can't go out for dinner like we do. We can just up and go out to dinner if we feel like it, okay? They can't go out shopping. They can't go out for their appointment. That child is there that constantly needs them one-on-one, and they really don't have a life, and that shouldn't be. We should have opportunities for that parent. I'm trying to partner with pastors that even have special needs Sunday school, so these parents can go to church and leave their special needs children with someone responsible in the Sunday school class.
And I'm glad oh, sorry. I was just going to input. I'm glad you said responsible, because as a mom, there's not many people I trust my child with.
Exactly.
Because I just want to make sure that she's taken care of. And one of my biggest worries now is she's fixing to graduate high school. Well, what's next?
Right.
What's next? I mean, I don't want her sitting at the house in front of a TV, watching TV all day. I still want her out there in the public,
right.
Participating in stuff. But what's next?
Right.
And that, yeah,
Right,
there's
exactly.
there's no book
Exactly.
there's no book written. There is no book written that says do this, do that. Here's what's coming up. I say this only to certain folks. There's a special place in heaven, Stephanie, for folks like you.
Yeah.
There really is.
And there's no one size fits all for special needs.
No.
Each child has a different issue mentally, and we have to actually accommodate them on that level. And like you said, you don't trust everyone with your child. You can't. And however, we should be able to have, say, a facility for these children to come and mingle with other children, mingle with even regular ed children. Okay, come and play games, come and have entertainment. Okay, these kids are deprived of that. They didn't ask to be the way they are. Okay, we don't know what our children or our grandchildren are going to be, and we want to make sure that our future for our children, special needs and regular, are accommodated.
Yes.
And that's what we need people in office to do those things. And I know everyone says a lot of politicians, they talk until they get in office, they make promises, but I have a passion. Okay, this is firsthand for me because I work with special needs children hands on. I've taken them to church. I've had them, taking them to get cake and ice cream once in a while. Okay,
I want to go. Well, also that as being a pastor, you do answer to a higher authority.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
I can't wait to get you here in the studio. Hopefully Ashley will be here so you can meet her firsthand.
You know what? I'm just excited that she's talking about things that can be done.
Yes.
Pastor, the way you're talking about it is it's like it's already in motion. You and I love that positive assumption, because
you got my vote.
Yeah, a couple of folks we know at a little bit lower level, it's all about them, and that's just,
That's right. That's right. And I hope to have everyone's vote, Mike, because I'm trying to get some things done for these children. And not just special needs children, for everyone.
Right.
But special needs children, I hear it every day. Because I'm elaborating on special needs children, I elaborate on them because a lot of politicians do not talk about it.
Yeah, they get
They don't hear
overlooked.
about special needs children in politics.
That's right.
So I've had some people that when they see special needs on my platform, they look me up. They go on my website. They try to get in touch with me because they've never heard a politician or anyone talk about special needs children.
Right.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you said you had a website. Is it just a regular website or is it a Facebook page? Do you have something you can tell us about?
I'm on Facebook. I have a website. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. You name it. Yes.
All right. Sounds good.
My website is voteforsharonhenderson.com.
Oh, that's cool.
Or info@voteforsharonhenderson.com. One of those two websites.
Sounds great. Sounds fantastic. Hey, look, I run a show on Wednesday nights called The World According to Mike. And not only another call in or a visit here, but maybe in about 2-3 weeks after the holidays, I'd like to give you a call on my show, and we could talk a little bit more about the actual specifics of your platform. But when are the primaries?
The primaries are held in May next year, May 24th to be exact. 2016 is the primary. And that's when I'm asking for everyone to vote for me so that I can get things done for my constituents. Vote for Sharon Henderson, District 113 for State House of Representatives.
Sounds great, Pastor. We appreciate you giving us some time this morning. And I'll get back in touch with you and we'll set up a schedule for other call-ins and a visit.
Okay, I love you guys, and
right,
Merry
thank you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank
Christmas
you.
to you. Thank you for calling.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see, that's, and you know what? Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that happy holidays.
Exactly.
She's
exactly.
Of course, you guys
She's
know
old school,
that,
man.
Well, the thing about it is think about it. Everything she's talking about is not what she's going to do. It's what we were supposed to do.
Right.
And that's what's cool. It's not about her.
Right.
It's about everybody else. And
Yeah.
I hope everybody's paying attention. They go out and vote.
That's right.
She's got my vote because, let me tell you, like I said, Ashley's fixing to graduate. And so, what's next? I can't bring her. Well, I mean, I could bring her every morning here to the show and have her sit in, but, how fair is that to her?
Right. And perfect. You made a perfect example. Is she going to sit home every day and just watch TV?
Exactly.
So that's not cool either.
No.
So I just don't understand. It's kind of like a company. If you take care of your employees, if you pay them well, good benefits, they will be loyal. They will be productive.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do that in our governments? I mean, why is our federal government, you guys know I don't like to go below state, but why is our federal government treating us like we're the outcast? They're supposed to be working for us.
Exactly.
What happened to the
Well,
customer
I'm just
right?
saying this biatch right here gets the benefit of just sitting here every morning. That's as far as her benefits package goes. I will give her a benefit package. Would you want fries with that, Mick Junior, whatever you want? You know what I mean? With that, you want fries with a Happy Meal?
Oh man, see now I want McDonald's, man.
They got
Did you want honey mustard or barbecue?
Oh,
There's
honey,
your friggin' employment
hot mustard,
package.
man. Hot mustard with the
So
chicken
we're all
nuggets.
going to McDonald's when we get done here. I'm starving, man. I am starving. What time do they start doing breakfast?
They do breakfast
No,
all
they
day.
do breakfast
stop.
all day.
Oh, no, I meant stop. I want a Big Mac.
They do it all day.
You can still get a Big Mac.
In the morning?
Well, I think they start selling the Big Macs at like 10:30.
Well, by the time we get dressed and get out of here, it'd be that time.
You're gonna have to get dressed.
Well, I got on underwear today.
Well, I came in my pajamas because it was like, yes, I sleep in my Just for Fun radio shirt. You do see how huge it is. And
I was
my
laughing. Joey, the voice
and my
last
pink
night,
flamingos.
saw a picture. He's like, put on some pants, man. I'm sitting in my house. I only wear pants when I leave the house.
Where is that knucklehead these days?
We're going to go to commercial, and we'll come back and talk about Joey the voice.
All right, sounds good.
We'll be right
And
back,
don't forget,
everybody.
we need to talk about Saturday night.
Shut up. Bye.
No.
Shut up. Bye.
Well, we'd already overtalked.
No, he's so mean.
Oh God! Now that's how you cut somebody off.
Yeah. What you guys thinking?
Have to make a shut up step. Don't you get in my dang way. I'm in a hurry.
Look at that tongue.
She was laughing. Oh my God, Bella!
Oh, look at Bella.
Bella, pull that down. That's horrible. You gonna get a picture of that?
Yeah. Oh, trust me, Buttercup
Hey.
got in trouble for that.
I'm on the air this morning. Okay, is everything all right? All right. Did they take out all 4 of them?
Trust me, she got
Is
in
he?
trouble for that.
Did he have to get any stitches?
But it was one of those freak things. I was taking a picture of the 2 of them, and then
What do they do?
there comes the tongue.
Oh. Oh my God. Yeah, like mine. Did they have to break any of them, or did they come out okay?
Okay.
That's yeah. Well, that's proof he's my son. If they got to bust the bottom ones, really. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. See how baggy
He's going to feel that pain later. All right, we're about to go back on the air. Tell him I love him. Slap him in the face for me. I'm sure he does. All right. See ya. Bye.
have his wisdom teeth taken out.
Max had all 4 wisdom teeth taken out.
When I had mine taken out, the stupid dentist busted this tooth back here, and then, oh, it's going to cost you blah, blah, blah to fix it. I'm like, excuse me, you broke it.
Who are you talking about?
My dentist, when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, he broke my back tooth that was next to it. And he said it was going to cost me to fix it when he did it. I can't even remember his name anymore. Want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus for two.
She said, thank you for the opportunity. She appreciates it, and God bless.
I can't find her on Facebook.
I like the page. Hold on. I'm just sending it back to her and saying it's very positive. Thank you. Did you get a picture of her tongue?
Yeah.
Oh, God, send it to me. That was hilarious.
Okay.
You were supposed to tell us about Joey the Voice. You better get something for everybody.
Yeah. You better share. Food, that is. We don't want your cooties.
Ooh, Cootums.
Oh my God, my foot hurts. I'm so glad I didn't break my ankle.
No, I tell you, being that I've gone through that.
And I hit like this because I was in a running motion. So I didn't have time to stop, with my hand or try to stop me with my hands. And my face smacked, or my head right here, smacked the ground. And then it bounced. So.
Oh my God, I'm so clumsy. I fall down.
Well, if I'd have seen the hole, I wouldn't have stepped in it, but the butt heads covered it up. So mean.
I fart in your general direction there. Oh, I farted again in your general. Did you take a picture while you were peeing? You did, didn't you?
Hmm?
He took a picture of the pinup girl while he's peeing.
No, I did that after.
So what's up? With the voice.
Oh, we're ready to call him. He said he woke up late. I meant to show you the text.
Yeah.
But we're going to call him the busted chops.
Yeah. Don't get me started.
What?
I wish he would come back and get in it, and we.
There you go.
Voiceover.
Yeah, me too.
God, we could do a couple hundred. We could do 100 of those a week.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But the thing about it is, he can't just come in once a week. He's going to have to come in like every other day. We'd come in, we'd sit here for like an hour or two. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And all he's got to do is read the freaking script. He doesn't have to freaking nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else. No smarts, no figuring stuff out. Show up on time.
Yeah, right.
We'll call Joey. Hello? Nope. This
How
isn't
do
her
I,
number.
Mike?
It's her husband's number. Can I help you?
Blah, blah, blah. How do I find her on Facebook?
Who are you?
I can't find her on Facebook.
When I find her, I'll share her.
Okay.
What was that, Scotty?
Tape recording. I could tell because they asked for Christine, and I said, "This is her husband's number. Who are you?" And she's like, "Thank you. Have a great day." So I'm like, "Whatever."
Alrighty then. Weird.
And we're back.
Somewhat.
I didn't say black. I said back.
I got a hairy
Yeah,
back.
and look, he brings food down here for him to eat,
That's so
and
wrong.
doesn't bring us anything. Jeez.
Listen, you retard.
Reject.
Well, you are rejected. You're like an egg. Reject. Now you're gonna mess me up, man. If you would shut up today, gosh, you're making me violent. I looked at you the other day. No, I looked at you the other day in front of everybody, and I said, "Steph, you do realize you make me want to choke you." She's like, "What?" I said, "You force me into a position where I want to choke you." She's like, "What's that supposed to mean? Can I dumb it down for you anymore?" You, and I try to like give her fake hand signals. You keep doing stupid stuff that makes me want to. You promote the violence in me to choke you. She's like, "I don't get this."
That's premeditated.
And the more she says I don't get it, and I have to keep trying to explain it, the more I want to choke her.
Man, that is so
like
premeditated.
the Subway, the Subway sandwich.
Okay, so my boy Toby shows up. Him and his son went and got a Subway sandwich. He decides to bring me one because he knows typically when I'm doing events, I don't get to leave. So he walks out, says, "Hey, I got you a sandwich. I'm gonna set it in your seat and I'm gonna put your blanket over it so the sun don't shine on it and mess it up." I said, "Okay." Me and Stephanie's leaving. Me and Stephanie sitting there talking on the bus. Steph goes, "Hey, what kind of sandwich is that?" I'm like, "I don't know." "Well, what's on it? Is it honey or vinegar?" I'm like, "Steph." She's sitting behind me too, so I can't hear her. I'm on top of a big diesel motor driving in the bus. I'm like, "Stephanie, I don't know." "Well, I just needed to know." I said, "Stephanie, what do you want? Or do you want to eat some of my sandwich or something?" She goes, "No. I just can't figure out how you don't know what's on your sandwich." I went, "Stephanie, I didn't buy it." "Well, then how did you get it?" I said, "Stephanie, you have been with me all day. Did you effing see me walk off and go to a friggin' Subway shop and get a sandwich?" "No, but that don't mean you didn't." I said, "Stephanie, did you even see a friggin' Subway sandwich shop in the shopping center you were standing in?" "No." "Then how the hell do you think I went and got a Subway sandwich, Stephanie?" "Well, I didn't know."
Man,
"You've been with me all day. Did you see me walk off to go sneak to get a sandwich?" "No." "Then I didn't go get it." "Well, I didn't know." "Well, then how do I know what's on the sandwich, Stephanie? I don't know." And she keeps on. "Well, I didn't know either."
It was, look, Ashley's even laughing now too.
I did.
She was there.
You were next to me 99% of the day, except for when I went to pee.
Oh my God.
And that was inside an Army Navy Subway store. It was not a Subway.
Yeah,
I could choke her.
Man,
and the bottom line was, "Stephanie, did you want a bite?" "No."
No, I smelled something that smelled like beer, and I was wondering if there was vinegar.
Beer. Now, I didn't have to just instigate that, right? I told you this is what happens with her. It smelled like beer. What the hell did that have to do with my sandwich?
Okay, getting back to what I was talking about earlier.
No, hold on a
Visually
second.
see cans. Steph can smell it.
Ask her again why she was asking about my sub sandwich.
Steph, you said I can smell beer.
I smelled something that smelled like beer, so I wanted to know if he had vinegar and oil on the sandwich, and that maybe that was what I was smelling. Because it had been in the bus all day.
I'm not asking, Mike. Please, you ask.
I can't. It's numbing part of the left side of my brain. It's numb. I can't use my right eye.
And people go, "Is this show real?"
Olive oil. What now?
Does Stephanie fake that? Is this rehearsed? How in the hell could you ever rehearse that?
But
that right there cannot be rehearsed.
And he wouldn't take me by to see my hairy pigs, and we were right there by him.
Where did this conversation just go? I know one thing.
Please, God, ask her about these hairy pigs. Please, God, Mike, because I laughed so hard that snot came out of my nose. Ask her. Just ask her. You're familiar with the Grayson intersection, right?
Yes.
So you know if you're coming from 78 on Rosebud, it crosses through right where that little elementary school is,
Yes.
and you're not really on 20. You're one intersection off of 20, but you can see 20. We're sitting at the red light as we're on Main Street coming from Highway 78 at the Quick Trip. What are you writing? Hairy pig?
No, I can smell beer.
Okay, well, you need to write hairy pig now. Ask her about her hairy pig, because she starts talking and I start laughing and snot's coming out of my nose. We're sitting in a red light. Sitting in a red light. She says, "Over there's where my hairy pig is."
What does that mean?
Just keep asking, Steph.
Stephanie, what is it? And please
Okay.
keep it clean. It's
It is clean. It is clean.
Well, until it rolls over in the mud.
A clean hairy pig.
Travis and I was on that road. This was a couple of years ago.
On Rosebud.
Yeah, on Rosebud. And we were riding by, and I seen these animals that were over there. They were jumping around and everything, and they were absolutely the most filthiest things I'd ever seen. And
she's trying to explain this like she's educated, y'all. This is not how she said it on the bus.
And
This part might be rehearsed.
well, Travis says, "Oh, did you see those sheep?" And I said, "Oh, I thought they were hairy pigs.
Oh my God.
I thought pigs got a winter coat."
They do if they go shopping at.
No,
How do you mistake a sheep?
they were dirty, and
For
I
a
couldn't see their
pig.
face.
How do you mistake a pig and a sheep? My granddaughter already knows the difference.
Ow.
You are getting this right. You
Yeah,
are absorbing this. His eye
No,
is friggin'
no.
twitching. He has a nervous tick now.
Freaking
I looked back over my shoulder. I said, Stephanie,
I'm
a
having,
short, fat pig versus a sheep that's a little taller, hairy, and white.
No, they were short.
And do you hear what she says?
They
They
were
were short and fat and had mud on them.
They were filthy, and I couldn't see their face.
I'm having post-traumatic Stephanie disorder. What the hell?
Does
Seriously.
sheep taste like bacon?
I did. I thought they had. I thought pigs
what,
got summer or winter coats like
what-
all other animals do.
Do they go to the clothes barn or something and get? What?
You have really no legit questions, do you?
No,
It's the world according to Steph.
Check this out.
If we did a show of the world according to Steph, it'd be 15 minutes of talk and 45 minutes of silence.
The tag word would be Control Alt Delete.
Here's how it would be: the entrance to the world according to Steph. Hey, y'all.
Got any bear?
I can smell beer. You know what I said?
What y'all want to talk about?
She said she was bringing something to the studio today. I said, "Well, there's beer in the refrigerator," and she goes, "Not anymore."
I mean, it'd be like, we got an open topic for conversation. Somebody call me on their Metro PCS. It's free.
Uh-huh.
So I fell in a hole yesterday, like I did the day before that,
And the day before that.
and the day before that.
And my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
I mean, it would be a show of Jeff Foxworthy would call in and go, "Listen, I'm writing a new book.
Yeah.
I'm listening in today."
You might be stupid. Yeah.
You might be a redneck if every day you're finding another hole to trip over.
She did trip, but almost break her ankle yesterday.
Oh my gosh, it was awful.
And when she said, she goes, I was like running and I couldn't stop. It's like I'm sitting there visualizing that going.
Uh-huh.
All right, so this is from a listener, and I don't know
Uh-oh.
that any if she's ever heard this part. Because I'm out of milk, and I don't. And okay, so I'm out of milk. It says I'm out of milk, so I can't eat cereal. Out of the Dr. Pepper. Can't eat cereal. Oh, that must be comma out of Dr. Pepper. So I'll have to go and get some of that. Blah 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 blah. You do know that if you mix Pepsi with cornflakes, it tastes like cherries.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Never heard that
Ew.
before.
Yeah, I ran out of milk one day. I was still hungry. And I figured, why sit there and keep putting my hand in the box, getting a mouthful of dry cereal, and taking a sip of Pepsi? So I just poured Pepsi in the bowl. Worked really good.
I like to eat Fruit
Awesome.
Loops.
It's awesome.
Huh.
Awesome.
Let me
Now
tell you
I could assume cornflakes, like Frosted Flakes with Dr. Pepper, would really be amazing. But let me give you a hint of a suggestion. Only mix cereal with sodas, either milk or sodas. Don't do what I'm fixing to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Frosted Flakes, like Tony the Tiger Frosted Flakes, does not go with Minute Maid orange juice.
Ew. That just
I-
sounds
I
nasty.
had to. I was limited,
Yeah.
and I tried it, and it didn't work so good. If you're gonna do it, you got to make sure the cornflakes good and soggy, because when you vomit them back up and they're still kind of crunchy, it hurts on your nasal passage.
Oh my gosh.
Mike is about to hurl right
So
now.
y'all know that I have no nasal. I mean, I've had angioplasty surgery done and all that other stuff. Every time I eat rice, corn, anything, hash browns, my kids always laugh because I can snort one out.
Oh man,
I can-
let me tell you, when I went to burp up a hard Frosted Flake, all I thought was Tony the Tiger looking down, going, "Hey, stop doing that!
It's not that great."
That's right.
Wow, that I just you did a good job of describing it too, because I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, if I were to hork, that's what we call it.
Right.
If I was to hork out a
a hard cornflake, it
a
gets
hard
stuck.
frosted flake. It
Yeah.
it may stop and block the air,
Yeah.
build up pressure.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Now that we took that to an entirely different level,
Orange juice, yeah.
orange juice. Let me tell you, I used to love making omelets. So one morning I was making some omelets. I've told this story before, so warning. But you get your you get your milk out, you get your cheese. Well, I put my cheese in there and shredded up my cheese, and then I walk over and get my Parmesan cheese. I shake it in there a little bit. And then I went and got my sliced ham and sliced it up, put it in there. And then I went to go get the milk, and there was no milk. Man. So I put in a cup of Minute Maid orange juice. Let me give you a word of advice. An omelet and the weird taste of oranges is strange. Maybe some sliced oranges, but orange juice was very, very strange. Maybe if it was just the eggs and orange juice, but when you have the cheese and the ham and the orange juice, it was a little weird.
Now, I'm going to give you
I should have just put it in a blender at that point.
Oh, gross.
Drank it with a straw.
Puree. Now, my gross little thing that I like to eat is I love V8 tomato juice and pickles. Dill
Right.
pickles. I love it. Oh, it gives me gas like you wouldn't believe, but oh, it's delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah, a little hot
That is
sauce in
crazy.
there, salt, pepper, a little lemon, and bam, I'll eat a whole jar of pickles with it.
Ugh.
And I will definitely change the atmosphere. It's
I
pretty
like
cool.
Fruit Loops with chocolate milk.
Yeah, but that's not too out of standard.
That's a lot of sugar,
But
though.
I like to eat tuna fish with Funyuns and chocolate milk.
Now that's a little out there, Stephanie.
That was a pregnancy craving when I was
Wait.
pregnant. And yes, I still eat it.
That's the question.
What was that again?
Tuna fish,
Yeah.
Funyuns,
Uh-huh.
and chocolate milk.
Uh-uh.
It's good.
Okay,
What are
so
Funyuns?
listen, I used all the milk on homemade milkshakes last night. I have Golden Grahams cereal, and I can't bring myself to put Coke in the cereal.
Oh,
I would puke.
Not Golden Graham.
Try it.
Oh,
Just wait. Just do that. Just try it. Just put in just a few. Put in a little bit of Coke and just try it. I bet you Golden Grahams with Coca-Cola would be amazing. Try it just for friggin' fun, will you?
I'd rather drink that than try
You
that.
snorted pickle juice. What the hell are you talking about?
But you don't ruin Golden Grahams. Golden Grahams
How
are
is
like
it
the,
ruin it if it's really Coca-Cola? If it's real Coke, that would not be ruin it. Let me ask you something. Have you not eaten cereal and just take a sip of Coke at the same time?
Nope.
You don't eat dry cereal.
No.
You're an idiot. You're lying.
I'm not.
You
I
eat
promise
Vienna
you-
sausages and white crackers.
I don't like Vienna sausages. I like Spam, thank you.
Yeah, because that's so much better, Mike.
Yeah. You know what Vienna sausage is, right?
The leftover hot dog crap.
Pureed. Yeah, really. It's
whatever's left.
Whatever's
It's everything
left.
they wouldn't put in the hot dog.
It's whatever they wouldn't put in a Great Value or a Laura Lynn hot
Yeah,
dog.
isn't that something? If the hot dog wasn't nasty enough, you're going to get the leftovers and get it to Vienna sausage.
Don't you love when you go to the grocery store and they got like Oscar Mayer?
Yes,
or
I'm
they
getting
got-
asked, should she record? Yes, put it in a glass cup so we can see that you're putting in the Golden Grahams. Then let's see you put in the Coke. Let it sit there for just a few seconds and then take a sip and make sure you get your cereal and let us know how bad it is. I want to go try it myself.
I'm just gagging thinking about it. Ew.
You eat Spam and suck the gel
Like
with
you-
a straw.
You don't. No, I don't.
I'm in pain.
I seen her take a butter knife and scoop the gelatin out and put it on a bicket.
Stop.
A bicket.
A bicket.
Stephanie, did you really do that?
No, he's
Okay,
lying.
Don't let her lie to you. I saw it with my own
Well,
eyes.
you know, the thing I was talking about is you got like these Nathan hot dogs, $6.
That's what we
Oscar
had
Mayer,
Saturday.
$4.99. But then you have like the Great Value, which is like 3 for $1.
Or you got the big that.
How
big
weird is it
pack.
when you see the hot dog? Now listen, everybody knows most hot dogs are like almost skin color, like our skin color. How sick is it when you pick up that one that's red?
Yeah, the
or
red-
or like weird pink.
Yeah.
That's like disgusting. What the hell is in it?
I don't know. But you know, like Red Links are good.
Red Links are sausage.
Yeah.
That's different.
But I know what you're
I don't know how it's different, but it's just different. I can handle a red link. But when I see one of them hot dogs that's
That's
as big
red.
around as my friggin'
Yeah.
pinky and it's blood red, I
Yeah.
can't eat it. It looks like a dog's wiener.
What's
Oh,
the little?
yeah, there we
I don't
go.
like thinking about my dog's lipstick when I'm going to eat a hot
What's those little
dog.
weenies?
Look at that's what we're talking about.
The
It's little
little-
weenies, Stephanie.
No, are you talking about like the
My
Swedish
dog's
meatball type
lipstick.
ones that are vacuum sealed?
Yes.
Those are good.
Yes. So, but what are they?
Who the hell knows?
Because yeah,
They're
I
little
make them.
droplets.
I make
Yeah.
them with barbecue sauce,
Yeah,
and then
that's good.
use them for pigs in the pigs in the blanket.
My cousin was making something the other day. It looked like little chocolate raisinets. And she says, for Christmas, I'm making everybody deer poop. You want some? I went, no, thank you.
Deer poop.
I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. So,
We went from hot dogs to deer poop
So-
that fast.
so I had to look at the picture and it was like chocolate covered raisins. I said, oh, well, in that case, yes, I'll take some.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh
this
my
show,
gosh.
I just want to go
ADD
ahead
radio.
before
Well, we're talking about weird
Snoops
foods,
or
man.
Onion get a hold of this show or anything. This show is scripted. Every bit.
No.
This has all been rehearsed.
Yeah, I want
This
you to
has all
tell
been
me.
rehearsed. There is a script that
What
we
were-
go by.
we can't even remember what we were just talking about. And you want to say you had that memorized?
What? How did you go from hot dogs to deer poop?
Because we were talking about gross stuff.
No, we were talking about hot dogs.
We were talking about red dog lipsticks things, you know?
no,
the gross.
No, you were.
We're
Because you're avoiding everything that you possibly can to keep from talking about Saturday night.
Saturday.
Y'all idiots surprised me with a birthday party.
It happened.
It was awesome.
The
And
guy
so-
that plans, like every phone prank we do, I'm 99% of the phone pranks that we've ever done. I'm 100% in control of them. I'm writing down what I want you to say. I tell you what, if you're ever watching on video, you'll see me tell the person, okay, this is what we need to do. I already have it kind of planned out in my head.
It's a nightmare to do them.
Yes,
And Mike, it's the only one left that can pull them off because
I get to
Denise
laughing.
and Stephanie suck.
And everybody knows your voice.
And everybody knows my voice.
And if you try to hide your voice, you know
they
what
know
it
it
sounds
faster.
like? If you try to hide your voice, you know what it sounds like? You trying to hide
Hide
your
my
voice.
Yeah. And that
Yeah,
was
'cause-
funny. And Savannah Webb was amazing.
And listen, I just got Red Links dipped in Dale's. What is Dale's?
I don't know.
It's a steak seasoning.
Okay.
Oh God,
I
that's
got oh my.
You know those steak seasonings basically are just like pureed
Salt.
orange. Yeah, pureed orange and salt. It just gives you that flavor. You know?
So yeah, the Saturday night party was amazing, by the way.
And Savannah Webb.
I walked in and saw everybody in a mask, and I looked at my wife, and the first thing, I'm gonna be honest, the first thing I started to go was, damn, somebody's having a party. Duh,
As a
Scott,
matter
that
of
would
fact.
be you.
Now you know
Yeah.
Crystal worked on that for quite some time.
Yes, and
And-
let me tell you, my wife never has been a biatch to me. Never. And that evening, she's like, here's your ugly sweater. And I went, okay. And I set it over the chair. And she goes, you got to put it on. I said, I'll put it on when I get there. No, you need to put it on now. I want to get pictures. I'm like, you can take a picture when we get there. Well, you need, Scott, you need to put that on. I said, woman,
Uh-oh.
let me tell you something. I am not driving in this. She goes, why? I'm wearing mine. I said, yours isn't ugly. Mine is. I said, I am not getting in a damn wreck and getting shoved in an ambulance with this sweater on because the guy that's supposed to be saving my life needs to be focused on saving my life and not laughing at me. So I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not wearing this. I said, I do not need to be shipped to the hospital in this. This is not what I'm dying in. So then we got there and I put it on. And as I put it on, we walked in the door and it was just sad. Oh my God. I didn't know whether to be mad, happy, pissed off, laughing. I was blown away because I thought, you dirty bastards, every single one of y'all, and especially the idiots that I'd been around all day.
Oh my God. And I was stressed out so bad because when we got back to your house, you know, I got a new phone. So the notification went off that you have an event and it popped up surprise party
Oh,
for
yeah.
DJ.
How does
and
that
you
matter?
Were because you were standing right over it. That's when you were
I
getting
don't look
your
over your
stuff.
phone no more. After I saw that nudie picture of you, I don't creep your phone no more.
That wasn't me. That was a chimpanzee.
See, I don't creep your pictures.
It was
no
a
more.
hairy pig.
Yeah.
No, but
But no,
really, what
that-
sucks though is everybody lied.
Yeah.
Denise,
Oh,
My
my
babysitter
babysitter backed out. I'm like, okay, you don't have to be at the just for fun party.
She just called me a loser.
Philip Snow, my son shot a deer, so I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. Okay. I was thinking, that's 5 hours from now. Clean the damn deer.
Joe
And then Joe
Rhonda.
Leeper, I'm not going to be able to make your event tonight because I got other plans. And then when I said, you liar, he said, I never lied. I did have a plans to be at a different event, but just not your ugly sweater one.
Hey, that's true. He got you there.
Lying on a technicality. OJ, yeah, damn loser.
Well,
if anybody wants to see it, I have it on my Facebook page of when he walked in the door. But please be advised, there's a
little bit of foul language coming out of my mouth.
It is adult.
But I never did say F you. My wife, somebody said something, and I said, I never told my wife F you. I flipped her off.
Not.
I said, you're an ace.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I said, you bitched at me for the last hour to put that damn sweater on, and you let me walk in this bar, and I was the only reject standing there with the
in an ugly
god-awful sweater
It
on.
was hilarious.
You know,
But she got me that bobblehead, so that made it all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that on my page too.
That bobblehead is awesome. And you know how many people sat there that night and said, oh man, I would so buy one of your bobbleheads. We got to find somebody that can make some cheap bobbleheads.
For all of us. That would be cool.
Nobody wants yours, Stephanie. They said
mine.
they wanted mine.
I want mine. But we got to
God,
talk about the
Stephanie.
entertainment that night too, though. She was.
Why do I got to talk about it? You were already talking about it. Get
She
to
was
the point.
absolutely amazing.
Rich,
she did that.
Yeah, Rich Archer and it's Total Entertainment Management.
Yes, and he
Yes.
had Savannah Webb and
There
Josh
you go.
Connor were there, and they did the Black Crows. She talks to angels. they did.
We got to
Girl
get the
Crush.
social house on a better PA system because, like, when the karaoke girl was using it, it never sounded great. And one of the speakers needs some new cables, and Steve hasn't fixed the cable, and they only had one speaker. And
Mm-hmm.
man, if I had thought about it, if I would have known that it wasn't fixed yet, I'd have brought my gear because she sounded amazing, but she could have
Yes.
sounded 10 times better on
Oh, yeah.
better gear.
And she did me and Bobby McGee. And when I got back home, I
Alex
played
is
that.
throwing out, I didn't lie to you. Yeah, because Alex never talked about it. Alex knew the best way not to lie to me is just not address it. He's like, I never said I was going to be there, right? So I didn't have to lie.
That's too funny.
Oh,
yeah.
I got Jacob going, it's okay to be vulnerable, Scott.
Aww.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I got somebody sent me a picture of you in your ugly sweater.
Yeah, when I
am-
I picked up my bobblehead and acting like it was the Academy Award. I'm like, I want to thank you for presenting me this. All you dirty bastards.
You dirty bastards.
I'm going to post that on the
and
front
Alex says
page.
exactly because he didn't talk about it. He's like, so I didn't talk about it, so I didn't lie to you.
I didn't. We didn't bring it up. Well, we told you from the beginning that we were going because we were with you all day. So how could we have snuck away?
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, that was
there we
funny.
go.
Oh,
Dead
man.
air.
It was good. It was a good day though. It was really good.
And
I mean,
all the
I was having a blast.
All the
day.
Star Wars stuff you got.
Didn't have to use my
Yeah.
AK.
Didn't what?
He said it was a good day. I said it's a good day. You didn't have to use
Oh.
your AK.
That's right.
Word.
Word to your mother.
All right, y'all. Well, we're at 10:08. We're gonna boogie on down the road.
Yeah, because he's buying us McDonald's.
Not sure about all that. I do have to go to Lowe's, so I mean,
Lowe's.
is there anything
No, I had to get those little itty bitty screws though for my drone, for one of my drones, and it was very difficult to find a 2 millimeter hex head carbon steel with the pitch of the threads at 0.40 to match up.
I am so lost in
Yeah.
everything you just
Can you
said, but
freaking imagine you gotta
I'll
go through
say
that?
okay.
Yeah.
I tell you what I do need. I need a hex head. Look right here. A hex head socket or something that damn small. Can you believe that?
To tighten it?
To tighten
I
it.
got it.
God, bring it to work tomorrow, please.
Oh, you want me to be on the show tomorrow?
God.
If you want
Well,
me
I figured you'd want to because Connor's coming in tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's right.
Yeah, I'll throw it in my bag. I
Okay.
have one of the little micro screws.
yeah, I just assumed with Connor coming on tomorrow, you were not going to want to miss out. That's the one who sings that that really cool song Landslide, which I'm gonna play here in a few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, if Dee's here and you're here and all, I don't have any trouble sitting over there.
And we're just doing a show Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no Thursday, no Friday.
Well, I found a place that can personalize bobbleheads.
Really cool.
Personalized meaning what?
They take your face and they make a bobblehead.
And how much is it?
Starting as low as $79.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean to
No,
personalize.
no, no. But
something.
listen, the problem is that right there is not correct.
Okay.
That is just a base price.
Yeah.
Then if you want to have your logo put on it,
Yeah.
then if you want a certain shoes or certain pants or it costs like to have a cup that they for some reason it was going to come with a cup, and she said she wanted a microphone put in it. That was more money. So it turned out to be nearly $200. My wife is amazing that she was willing to spend our money like that, but
that was good.
my bobblehead was worth it because I've been wanting one for years. I mean, I could not have asked for a better birthday present ever because I've wanted a bobblehead for years. The other thing is that's my first birthday party I ever had.
Yep. And
I've never had. I'm fixing to be
Aw.
45 years old, and I've never had my own birthday party.
That's
well,
awesome.
his
Because it being Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
I never had a birthday party. Now we partied like at my old house and stuff. Me and Jeff Mathias would just pull a party together, but it was never a birthday party for me. And I've never had a surprise birthday party thrown for me either. So my wife knocked it out of the friggin' ballpark. I'm talking some Major League Baseball grand slam.
Because it's been playing what?
I'm
like
talking she Mike
2
Tyson to me. I had no
months?
idea.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
You know, there's a Facebook event page.
Yeah, I went on
Yeah.
it. I picked up Joe Leaper's phone when he was showing me, and I snapped a picture of me and Joe Leaper standing there and posted it.
Yeah, she's great. You're a blessed
Man, I was
Yeah,
just.
'cause Savannah
She's like,
Webb-
"Are you sure you didn't know?" I said, "Woman, if I would have known, I wouldn't have had the damn sweater on. I wouldn't have put that ugly ass sweater on for nothing."
Still calling her woman.
That's too funny. But yeah, it was planned roughly what 2 months ago.
I'm
maybe?
blown away,
At
dude.
least.
And I think she kept saying, "I'm surprised nobody ratted it." And I said, "I think because everybody wanted in on it to be able to know that they got me. Because normally I'm the guy that gets everybody."
Well,
Well, it's kind of cool.
There is a website called bobblehead.com, but same thing. Price start about $80, and you know any customizing is gonna. But yeah, they take a photo of you, and I'd love to have a bobblehead of Alex. So during the show, I could just smack the hell out of it. Kind of,
Yeah.
Shut up, Alex.
Well, I would just like to get some rubber
Bobblehead.
ones that won't break. Like mine will break though. Mine's really nice hand sculptured.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of them sculptured, and which makes it cool too. Just because I know it was handmade, I would like to just get some rubber ones, and they don't even have to be like 100% exact. But I just think it'd be cool. I mean, you sitting in that bar the other night, there was like 8, 9, 10 people somewhere right through there that was saying, "I want one." They said, "I would love to have one sitting on my desk so that when people go, 'Holy cow, who is that you're listening to on the radio?' and they go, 'Him.'"
I found a website that actually has where you
And-
can get a group bobblehead.
Why the hell do we need to get a bobblehead of you, fool?
Dang.
Why not?
Everybody already owns Weeble Waffles, you idiot.
Not anymore. They don't.
Sorry, I had to throw that out there. I'm being, you know what?
You're
I
being
apologize.
bad.
I apologize for being so verbally
Abusive.
abusive to you today.
You don't mean that.
I will
No, he
make up.
doesn't mean
I'll
it.
make up for it when the show's over because I'm gonna choke you.
See, check it out.
Oh, let me see that. That's cool.
See,
Snapshot it and send
see?
it to me. Snapshot it on your phone and send it to me real quick. 'cause you
This
can't hand
ain't
me
my
the computer.
phone.
If we're gonna do a group
Hold on one
bobblehead-
second. Did you just hear this idiot? Stephanie, snapshot a picture with your phone and send it to me.
You're not taking my phone.
Did you hear what she just said? She's looking at her tablet and goes, "This ain't my phone."
Yeah.
Pick up your phone, snap a picture, and send it to me.
Here, just
And you wonder
Here.
why I want to choke her, Mike.
here. I'm gonna take a picture of my phone and then just hand you my phone.
Yeah, you could just take a picture and hand me the phone, Stephanie. She looks at me as she slides her computer back and goes, "This ain't my phone." Well, no crap, Stephanie. You just showed me it was your computer.
Y'all made my tendonitis worse.
Oh, my God. I swear, y'all, there is nothing fake about this
No,
show.
it's
'Cause
scripted.
I really want to choke her.
It's scripted.
You love
Did you
me,
take
and
a
you
picture
know
of it yet?
Yes, I did.
Hand me the damn phone, Stephanie.
Yes, I did.
Look, Ashley's even laughing.
Golly, I've never asked somebody to be around me to drive me this crazy.
Yeah. It is self-mutilation.
Man, that
But
is
he loves
friggin'
it.
that is friggin' awesome.
It's kind of like
The only bad thing is I would hate
Oh,
to get
yeah.
a group made and then one of you leave the show.
Well, I mean, we're eventually.
What do we
all
do?
gonna
What do we do?
die.
Just snap the head off and put an eraser there?
Yeah, damn it. In about 3 months, you'd have all erasers. I mean,
There'd be one DJ Scotty and a group of erasers standing there.
Remember that picture we took with all the wrestlers and all?
Yeah.
We were all
Wait,
going crazy.
did-
That would be awesome.
Find out, is this something somebody made or what?
Okay.
So listen, I just got a food order. You'll be, because I said I was going to Lowe's. You'll be by Zaxby's when you're at Lowe's. I will put in an order for fries, please.
Dang.
So now somebody knows where I'm going and they're giving me a food order.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
going
Joe
home.
Leaper says, yeah, you owe her a lot. Good stuff, man. I tell you, man, she pulled off. I was in awe all night, man. All night. And every time I turned around, I saw another person. I thought, how in the world did they rope you into coming into this?
Yeah, Mark Bird was there. I was
Kimberly Morgan, Carlos, the Now or Never crew.
Ashley Draper.
Yeah,
from
Ashley
Custom
Draper
Tip-
and yeah, man. I mean, it was just so amazing. All the people that were able to come out.
Mhm.
And I had no idea.
Tara and her husband.
Yeah, Tara and Steve were sitting there. I mean, there was like, there was people from Madison
Corin.
there. Yeah, there were so many people. It was kind of cool.
And Steve.
I mean, no kind of to it. It was cool.
Yeah.
Of course, Rich
And
Archer was
Little
there.
Richard.
Little
Little
Richard
Richard
was
and
there.
his
Yeah.
family.
Little Grant man.
Yeah.
So look, we got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
We talked
Yeah.
over 2 songs. I loaded songs and we've just over talked them all.
No worries.
Oh well, it'll be all right.
We know
Ain't
the
nothing
boss.
but a G thing.
We know the boss.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Huh.
I'm gonna be working on some stuff for Total Entertainment today. Management. We're kind of looking at their logo.
Yeah. Did you get on their page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're kind of spicing up the logo and cover page there on Facebook, and I know they're working on some other stuff, all the social media platforms, and then forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to set it up to start doing a promo video for the morning show. Maybe some drone action in there. What else? That's
We
about
need
it.
to do some more commercials for the morning show.
Yes. We need to sit down here one afternoon. Let me just say this. Let's just get through. Let's just get through
the holidays.
Yeah. Like we have a new sponsor or hopefully a new sponsor we need to look at. That's a car lot. And honestly, I was supposed to go see them last Monday. And it's like today I've got so much going on. And we have just said, look, please forgive us and just let us get through these holidays because man, it's been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So Denise, did Denise get mad because she wasn't mentioned on the thank yous? Because you see all the thumbs down in the poo?
Yeah. I don't know. I think she hung up on the poo.
I don't know. I mean, it was
D's
given.
nuts.
It was
Paging
kinda-
D's nuts. Did you get upset because your name wasn't mentioned or something?
Well, it was kind of given that she was there. I
Yeah,
mean,
especially when we said that she lied and said that she couldn't be there because of the babysitter.
didn't mean to not mention you because
Whatever.
you were awesome. She was running around before you and Crystal got there.
Man, she was
making
helping
sure
my wife get
everybody-
it set up.
Watch.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn this around on me. Watch. That's what she always
Because
says.
Mike didn't show up?
Yeah, that's
That's what you're saying?
That's what all this is going to be about here in a second. She's going to go, no, not me, not anybody, not it. See, look, that's for Mike.
Yeah, her and Sidekick, they were both, Sidekick would holler out, they're at the 4-way.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
All right, we're gonna get out of here, everybody. And listen, right now, I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you. Bless you. Dang it. Don't work.
So
with you.
listen, I kept saying that Savannah Webb singing Valerie
Oh,
live
yes.
was my favorite. My problem is now I feel bad
Why?
because it is a favorite, but Whiskey It Is really
Oh,
becoming my
yes.
favorite.
Yes.
So now I feel bad because it's like now I've been bragging about how much I liked her singing that, and now I have to look at her and go, well, I thought I liked it because that makes me sound bad. But the good thing is Whiskey It Is something she wrote, so it's really kind of
Yeah.
cool that I'm really crushing on that song now. and at least it's her song, so I don't feel so bad. But
Yeah, I
Were
played.
we going to call somebody? I don't mean to interrupt.
he texted me and said he was busy.
Okay.
So,
I
all right,
played-
everybody, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, I was just gonna say I played because I recorded when she did me and Bobby McGee, and I played it for someone, and then I
Did
played,
you load it on the fun page?
I don't know. I'll have to check.
you
to
save
make
it to your
sure.
phone?
Yeah, it's saved on my phone.
So why didn't you put it on the fun page?
Anyways, let me finish what I was saying. And then I played them the Pink singing me and Bobby McGee, and
Yeah.
they didn't know it was Pink, and they
Right.
still thought it was Savannah.
Cool.
And I mean, her voice is just amazing.
I should
love
play
her
Ramble
voice.
On. Ramble On by Zeppelin because Stephanie's not waiting.
All
All right, we're out of here.
See ya.
Here comes Valerie.
Bye.
Here comes Valerie by Savannah Webb.
Shackaroo.
And then we have 2 commercials, and then Whiskey It Is.
And then we have me killing DJ Scotty.
And then we have Landslide by Connor. Connor will be in the building tomorrow.
Manana.
We're actually going to start with Connor since I'm talking about him. So Landslide, we'll have Connor Pledge tomorrow, Connor Pledger tomorrow. And what?
Nothing. Just
Okay.
Connor Pledge.
Sorry, I'm reading fast. So Connor Pledger tomorrow. This is him singing Landslide. Then after that, we have Savannah Webb's Valerie, which is one of my favorites. And then 2 commercials, and then Whiskey It Is, which Whiskey It Is, I'm freaking hooked on it. I love that song. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.
See you. Boy.
Bye.
You know what they say in China, chow mein?
Hasta la vista.
If you say baby, I'm going to punch you. Bye.